Hello and welcome to LCK Challenger League live at the WDG Esports Studio. I am Vatless, and today with me is
Wolfacler.
We are here as the cringe duo, but we're not that cringe anymore. You know, I think it's okay. We're not going to get 9 games, but we're probably not going to get 8 today either. And maybe not even 7, Wanacler.
No, I think it's a 6-gamer. And you know what? Like I said 2 weeks ago on our failed 9-game day, I'm all about 6 games now. That's like my new thing. I'm not a 9-gamer. No 7, no 8. None of that 9 stuff. Like that's too long. I'm not going to be hopeful. It's going to be a clean 6 today. And you look at today's matchups, and you think to yourself, probably a 6 or 7 game day.
Yeah.
Could be a 7. Bro series is kind of, you know, it stands out as one of those series that could go a little bit wonky. Well, we do otherwise have 2 pretty straightforward series. Our first series is first versus 9th, and D+ versus T1. And our last series is Hanwha versus Live Sandbox Youth. So
what does the script say? Well,
2 losses of games.
It says that DK has lost 2 games. One of them was to Bro. Does that mean that there is a chance they could lose to T1? Are they slowly getting worse?
Yeah, is the decline of D+ Kia's Challengers team upon us? Yeah, is it the slump? I mean, because they went from 0 losses, to
they did start at 0 wins.
Yeah, they did start at 0 wins, but they went from 0 wins to like 10 wins. Then they got a loss, and now they've doubled their losses, Valdez. It's doubled in a week. In a single week, their game losses have doubled.
Yeah.
Look at that. Kwangdong, they lost a game to Bro, and then lost a game to Kwangdong Freaks. Kwangdong Freaks Challengers?
Without Andil?
Without Andil? To Moha?
Oh, no. The opposite of international talents. These guys have doubled their losses, and at some point in the season, they had 0 wins. So are they even a contender at all?
But here's the thing, if they continue to double their losses week on week, they would also have to then lose 2-0 today. So it would still be a 6-0 day possible. Because 1-2 to 2-4 means they'd have to go 0-2 today against T1.
Yeah, I don't see it happening, but you know, you never know. Sorry for the audio thing, that just happens. That's part of challengers. Don't wear headsets.
Also, I'm gonna yell sometimes. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry, not sorry.
Maybe he meant Overwatch audio.
Well,
just calling out, you know, Overwatch right there.
I mean, there was an Overwatch broadcast done earlier today from this very location. So
there you go. And DK versus T1 is just our first matchup. Later on, we do have Nomshim against Bro.
Yeah, that's the one that feels like it could be a 3. That's the one that feels like it's actually supposed to be a 3-gamer. But I think Bro can change that narrative.
Where is Go Atlas? I think he's still asleep, probably. That or he's playing Diablo. No TriCast today. So we're taking a look at some of the key matchups of Week 6. What is your opinion on these?
Well, top matchup, Renekton versus Jax. Yep, that holds up in LCK. Azir versus Ahri. That held up about a few weeks ago in LCK. Aphelios versus Kai'Sa. Sounds like some players need to work on their Xayah. You know, maybe some Xayah needs to be improved, or perhaps maybe it's just a lot of Xayah bans in the draft. That last one is kind of the weird standout one. For challengers, mid being Ahri versus Azir it's not weird. But I am impressed that challengers, we went to Jax Renekton. Like, we adopted that early. It's, of these 3, the most played as well at 24. Yeah.
It was meant to be GOAT Atlas combined, not Go Atlas.
Well, he's not going to go today, so it's
very
fine.
Confusing. I don't know. Like, there's no way I could have.
I thought it was
reached that conclusion.
Watless myself.
Watless?
Yeah.
Guanoless?
I thought the A was supposed to be capitalized because it was Watless.
Gunner Drag said that if DK loses to T1, he will go to McDonald's and buy a quarter pound of cheese. Yes, he is serious.
He's serious.
He is serious.
Well, I mean, hope that it's open in your time zone nearby, because it could happen. Don't want to make some idle bets.
Again? No.
No. We are on 13.12 here in Challengers, and we will be in LCK as well. It was announced a few days ago. We're skipping 13.13. We don't like that patch. We're going straight to 13.14.
Get rid of it. Just pretend it doesn't exist.
The double unlucky patch, it's not going to happen.
It's kind of crazy that that's the patch we skip.
Yeah.
13.13. 13 isn't even really an unlucky number in Asia or Korea or anywhere really here.
I wonder if they skipped.
It's more of an American thing, right?
Did they skip patch 4.4? I wonder.
I don't think so.
Aw.
Back then, I don't even know if the name of it was 4. I probably wasn't. When it was 4.4. So they didn't know yet.
A very clear weakness here for D+ is red side. They have 2 losses, both of them on red side. They always win when they get first blood, but they still only get it about 53% of the time. So make sure the first step is to get the first kill against this team, and then also be on blue side.
And Bible, he played in LCK just yesterday, and he took a sleep. Maybe he went and practiced with the Challenger org right after. So Bible, you know, he's been to the military. He knows what's what, right? He's an experienced guy, but this is a lot of stress on one player to play in 2 leagues at the same time. Will he be able to help out Rahel and the team to win this match?
He looks pretty happy. She looks like she needs a little bit more AC.
Hide! Thanatos King. Are you a T? Thanatos King?
Yeah. Because he's top lane?
Are you T-Wolf?
I have a big T in my closet.
Yeah, I only have a little T.
Yeah, he has the little T in his closet. I have a big T in my closet. Capitalized.
What's your MBTI, Wolf?
I don't remember. ENFJ?
ENFJ?
I think that's what he told me.
I'm ISTP. And I think because you and I are exact opposites, that's why we're the cringe duo.
Yeah, probably. Now, it also appears that T1 have twice the wins on blue side than on red side.
Whoa. They have higher Herb G than DK did.
I was going to mention that, actually. They do get more Heralds. But also, if you've been paying attention to Challengers, you know that sometimes they secure the Herald, but they lose the fight and are unable to get the eye. It has happened more than once, so we'll see if they can shore that up a little bit today. So we've got some fans here as well, not sure of which team. They're keeping it a secret.
Yeah. Just fans of League of Legends.
Challengers fans, that's what I like to see.
Kellen is at the venue. I think the chances that he play are, I'm going to say 0.538%.
Yeah, I'd say it's a little high, but I get where you're coming from. I think you've really got it quite precisely. This is the remaining schedule here for D+. It is relatively tough. Like, you have HLE and DRX, and then KT, bit of middling, and then you have Gen.G, which should be fairly easy, and then Nongshim, also not an easy opponent. So they got the hard part out of the way, and this is kind of like the last hard match for them.
It's Kron Onencler.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Kron Onencler? How you doing? Thanks for joining.
He's putting those snakes in the chat.
What are the chances Doublelift plays? So I gave the chances that Kellen would play, but what about the chances for Doublelift? I'd say probably because he's not in the country and because he's not even on this team, it has to be lower than the chances that Kellen plays. So I'm going to say 0.00538%.
I'd say 0.0% for me. Just straight flat.
Did you round down or?
Nah, just flat 0. I'd say like literal impossibility. That's where I'm at.
Okay, but what about Xmithy?
Okay, that's about a 2.5.
Yeah. That's definitely a higher chance, I would say.
Because D+ 2-0 to everyone except Bro and then later Kwangdong, they also 2-0 T1, so yeah, that's a little bit of a reminder. It is wild that Bible is playing in both leagues because, as you mentioned, he played just yesterday against T1, so now he's here to like beat both T1s. He's like, yeah, I could beat T1 in LCK, but beat T1 in Challengers as well.
Let me just go ahead and beat 10 players
in the
span of 2 days.
I like that they are playing him in both if he's confident enough to do it, because Kellen is not put out because of bad performance. It's just a shot calling decision for D+, so shouldn't like force Kellen to have to play in challengers just because Bible is kind of now being experimented with. Glad that he's here to support, but Bible playing in both also means that his shot calling is still relevant here for D+, in their main challengers roster, and they're going to keep relying on him. Bans here, pretty standard. Xayah, she's not going to be the answer to Kai'Sa this time, so maybe ban that, because I think D+ would be happy to first pick it. I think they'll also be happy to take first pick Sedge.
You know what's... Wolf, I just realized that a couple of the T1 Challenger players kind of look like the T1 Valorant squad. Like, Forrest kind of looks like Xayah player.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
and then,
kind of, yeah.
And then, Dahl, I think it was Dahl, might have been nice. Kind of looks like Zeta, the shot caller from the Valorant squad.
Let me see.
It's kind of interesting.
Take a look. There's that Kai'Sa first pick does come through, so...
What did they mean by this?
I mean, they were like, I'm banning Xayah. I will first pick Kai'Sa. I think that's what they meant by that. And then they backed it up by actually locking in the Kai'Sa.
Whoa, T1 actually going to say, hey, we want to try to punish Kai'Sa in lane. Not a lot of teams are doing that, really.
Yeah.
And Draven is one way you can do it.
Probably want to lock up an Nautilus here, I'd say, if you're D+, then. I would. That's just me. I mean, that's...
You feeling a little naughty?
I am feeling a little naughty. I'm feeling a little naughty. Bible's feeling a little naughty. He's like, can't always read these verses. Can't always follow these verses. I'm going to play a little Nautilus.
Holy Spirit's leading me to pick the naughty list. And instead it's Annie. So we don't know what he's going to play yet. Could be Annie.
Yeah.
Could even be Viego. Like, there is a chance. We're talking about some percentages. Like, there is one, 1% potential.
5 players, 5 champions, 20% chance.
Yeah. No, it's 50%. Either he plays it or he doesn't.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Nice. We'll play Ahri into Annie.
No Azir.
No Azir. I mean, it's via Ahri. I think that's the reason. It's definitely not just because Challengers players always play Ahri no matter what. It's definitely just because...
Definitely not that, yeah.
It's definitely because of the synergy between via Ahri and the setup for the Draven, yeah. Fishing for Rel. They put the Alistar ban out on the hook. Let's see if D+ will answer the call with their own Rel ban.
Preddy006 got a new account named Preddy_007 for LPL. So he took our advice and he went ahead and made a new account.
Oh, that's awesome, Preddy. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So we actually did get him unbanned from the LPL chat in a little bit of a roundabout way, but we got there. Yeah.
Well, we will not be nectaning again, Valdez. It's not going to happen a second time, this ban coming through.
I get it, because it's re-nectin.
Yeah, it's a terrible wolf joke.
Yeah.
But we are the
Do you ever
cringe duo.
nectin and then re-nectin?
Yeah, I do.
Are there
I'm
any
actually a
other champs
renekton
that
main
start
at the
with
moment.
Renata?
Rel?
Do you ever re-L? Do you just L and then you go ahead and you're like, now I have to re-L?
Not if D+ ban against me, which I would suggest. Although, I mean, I guess it's not really that, like, the Alistar ban here is smart, but it's not really a Rel angle per se with this comp, but I still think it's very good. Nautilus? In the 2v2, they steal the Nautilus, which is why they should have picked Nautilus instead of Annie. The crank? No, it's just Nautilus.
Oh,
the crank?
Crank?
No, it's just Nautilus.
It's just Nautilus.
The crank? No, it's just Nautilus.
Oh, it's just Pike. Oh, it's Nautilus.
The crank? No, it's just Nautilus.
It's just Nautilus.
The crank!
The crank!
No, it's just Nautilus, guys.
No, it's just Nautilus. Don't freak out, guys. It's fine. He's just picking Nautilus.
But will Bible pick the crank?
The crank into Nautilus?
I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna do it.
We're already hitting the energy. No Kron 1. We are getting 6 games today.
Support Maokai. That's a barrel special. I always feel like Bible is barrel but better, to be honest, in every way. He's the new. He's about to get 2 world championships.
The arrival of Baribal.
Well, it is going to be Jax. Sorry, I just wanted to bring it back to the draft for like 1 second. Oh, it's actually not going to be Jax. Sorry, I lied to everyone. I have a tendency to do that.
You're such a liar. It's so compulsive.
What if it's the crank? No.
I mean, T1 still have an option to go for that.
Top Maokai with Blitzcrank support? Nah.
No. Top Vi, Jungle Nautilus, and the crank. Could have happened. Instead, T1.
I mean, this is...
Well, you didn't pick Jax, so I guess we will.
That's a pretty good Jax angle with the comp. But it's in the Cassante, so not going to be a ton of kill pressure up there. Also, the Maokai... I love how Maokai drafts have just become... Hey, guess what? Like, we didn't pick Maokai. You better go all in on your dive because we picked Viego. And then later you're like, actually, by the way, I'm playing Maokai. And yeah, it's not going to do a lot of damage. It's not going to be that tanky, but it will press R towards you and you can't move. And this is a DRX strategy that D plus Kia here are going to apply in this Challengers game. A little bit early for this music, if you ask me.
Yeah. We're just getting in the mood, you know. Feeling a little bit Nautilus here on the side of T1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this Gwen pick, I'm not sure about it, Valdez. I don't really like it here that much. Might be the problematic pick to lock into open Maokai, as well as Annie, as well as Viego, as well as Cassante. Yeah, the matchup is good. I hope Thanatos also doesn't rush Force of Nature. We've seen that in this matchup, and I don't like it. But Thanatos, he's too smart for that. He would never do that.
He would never do that.
He would
that would never happen, ever. Impossible. I have never heard this song go this long.
Yeah, no, it's not supposed to happen this early, but it happened this early by accident, so...
Now we're just letting it run.
Yeah.
We get to hear what the rest of it... We get like kind of like a secret Easter egg of Challenger today.
Yeah, you know the like... Yeah, we went into like sound test.
Yeah.
Whoa! Yeah, but you know this is the song that plays before that.
Yeah.
Smash, man. He's gonna have to carry on this Draven. Yeah, it's gonna have to be him getting that cash in.
That happens a lot, Wolf.
He's their best player.
All right. This is when the song usually starts, but we're jamming out.
We're deep in it.
All right, let's do it.
Got an interesting look at
you lost Caster Chicken.
I went before the first 3 seconds.
No, that was like 3 seconds.
What do you think, chat? What do you think, chat? Was it 3 seconds?
No, that was, you lost Caster Chicken.
I don't know.
I was waiting. I was prepared to wait for 30 seconds.
I don't know. They said it was 3. All right, I'll take the L.
Yeah, a little
if chat says it's been enough time,
4.
I'll take the L.
Can we count to 5, chat?
Don't ask too much of them. Still
I know
early
it's very
in the series.
difficult. Oh, we failed.
Nice.
Okay.
I guess he wanted to get the Foxfire proc, but he gets electrocute off of this, but won't actually take a positive trade.
I remember when Faker was playing Ahri first, like right after it got changed, and he would always just run at you with electrocute and W, get the proc, auto Foxfire, auto, and players were like, whoa, that's crazy, that's a lot of burst damage. Nowadays players are like, don't you dare do that to me, I have stun prepped, I am ready to trade back, and I will win this trade. So times have evolved.
Yep.
Bible's like, oh, wait, this champ just kind of sits here and doesn't do much.
Yeah, Bible, like Barrel, laning phase not his strength.
Flash forward, Bible in a lot of trouble. And this is why you picked Raven into Kaisa, I guess. And also, you know, don't run at the Nautilus.
Yeah, I do think that this Maokai's strength is going to be after they are not interacting with Draven Nautilus anymore. It's about teasing a Hex Flash forward there, but will just bounce back instead. Is it just me, or does it feel like when you channel Hex Flash, the champions kind of squat like they're about to jump, like Super Mario Bros. 2, where you like charge it and then go for the jump, you know?
They definitely charge up something. And it's Thanatos 5-0 on Cassante. I mean, he's probably 5-0 on a lot of champions.
Yeah, are we going to go down the list? Are we going to go down the list
He missed
now?
the cannon, though, so, I mean, GG. I don't even want to see the top lane anymore. Actually, Dahl wins already.
He is winning a little bit at the moment, but this wave is going to crash through. And
They're charging the Dominion capture points. Well, are you ready to play the 2v2v2v2
yes.
mode?
Well, I mean, I
Came
think
out
I'm
today.
ready. So, chat, is Renekton top tier in 2v2v2v2? Because I feel like he could be pretty good, and I'm a Renekton main at the moment. That's my go-to. I'm kind of, actually, I really feel like I found my identity as a Renekton
He's really
main.
strong. He's not bad. Yes.
Feels good, like.
Overall positive.
With his kit, like with his mobility, he does damage, he's got a stun, his ultimate gives him both damage and survivability, plus powers his passive, and you're going to be fighting all the time.
He's broken with the cooldown reducing augment. That sounds very broken, actually. Thanatos, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Well, he's
Calm down.
laning against Gwen, so he should probably just be doing less than what he's doing right now, is what I would say to that.
Yeah, somebody, Jamois came over from the YouTube chat.
Oh, welcome. Thanks for making the journey.
Yeah, it's a long one. Here comes Fulbe. Getting another Q in, another auto. Auto Q might have gotten the kill, and he's certainly threatening it.
Yeah, he... Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, no, the Ignite comes in, and the Draven is going to get a cash. No, he's not. Bout going to take the kill away, but it is first blood to T1.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if that's the play here, as now Smash has to take it back, and Rahel's going to catch this wave and push it through. Bit of an interesting choice. Didn't have to commit anything really to that. Ooh, that would have been...
Ooh. Wait, is the auto coming in? Wait, no, what?
I think it might have gone off, but
No, it did, but yeah, it where'd it go?
I thought it went off before he finished the animation, and then just like, because in the last like maybe 10% of the recall animation, like the last part, even if you get hit, it still goes through. So I think that's what happened.
Are we getting a replay of it?
What? No. So it didn't actually hit him. That's what chat thinks. Yeah, the ignite is a question mark.
I saw it fly.
I mean like it didn't hit him before he finished the recall.
No, but it should follow him back.
Well, yeah, I mean
that's
it will.
generally what happens.
No, I mean I'm saying it did. I thought
Yeah.
it didn't fly. I thought it hit him, but he still recalled. So I guess we just aren't going to get to see it fly.
Maybe next game.
Maybe it's still out there. I mean, how could we know?
It probably broke up in the atmosphere though, because when you recall, you of course fly into space and then you pop back down, teleport back into the base. So it probably went up and then like broke up maybe as it was coming back into the atmosphere.
On re-entry, maybe.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Kaisa autos, man, they don't make them like they used to. They don't have those reinforced plates to keep them.
Kaisa autos.
Yeah. They just don't go through the atmosphere anymore. Like they don't put the plating on them. They did like back in Apollo Kaisa 2. Like,
Yeah, what's that thing? It's like planned obsolescence or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
You ever heard of that?
I want to pretend like I know what you're talking about, but I don't.
They make products worse so that people have to replace them.
Ah, you mean...
You can't really repair them as much?
Yeah, it's like planned, what's the word for this?
Obsolescence.
Is that what it is? Obsolescence?
It is, says Kron1.
Well, I mean, Apple got in trouble for that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Can be problematic. The EU will get you if you try to do stuff like that. They'll get you.
Well, I'm glad we have one place that'll get you.
In America, they're kind of like, yeah, it's okay, but in the EU, they'll get you.
In America, they're like, do you have money? And they're like, yes. Okay, well, you can do whatever you want. It's fine. It's very true. EU Commission is doing a lot of work to find every company doing that, which is great.
Yeah. It used to not be a common thing, but it is.
Sorry, I got you next time, embryo.
Wait, what did you...
I didn't make the Tiba sound.
Ah. Yeah, no, sorry. I thought you were saying sorry because your chair made a really loud squeaking noise, but I was like, I don't think it's going to actually go through.
Yeah, nobody can hear that. It's a very secret, yeah. We were made a long time ago when we were attached to these chairs, so, yeah.
LEC is unplanned obsolescence. Legally safe.
Legally safe, nice.
Oh, no. Well, okay, it's time to make memes about how some of these D+ players might be going to LEC.
Yeah. Who do you think is most likely? Which players go in LEC? I'm not saying like out of Korea. I'm saying like which
Out of
one
D+?
is going? Which one is going to LEC?
Out of D+ or just all of Challengers?
Out of D+.
I'd say probably like Pulbe.
Yeah, Pulbe I think is the most likely.
Because he was for a time like the highest profile player on this team, but I feel like he's kind of under the radar. But if you know, you know.
Yeah.
He's going to be the one that gets picked up. Like Thanatos,
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, we get a lot of high profile imports in LEC for top laners. Mid laners, not so much.
I mean, we had, what's his name? Photon
Yeah.
go over, and he wasn't really that high profile, but he was on T1.
Don't say that in front of Chronicler.
So, I don't know.
He actually pronounces his name Photon as well.
Maybe it's going to be Dahl. Maybe it's Dahl that goes.
No,
it's like nobody on DK, like 3 players from DK go to LPL, and Dahl goes to, yeah, Dahl goes to Vitality. Which player? No, we were trying to think about which player would be most likely from D+ to go to LEC.
Yeah. I mean, I think Lucid is probably a player who stays. I feel like Lucid will just be the king of challengers forever. Like, Lucid will just stay on this team and win challengers for, like, 5 more years, and that'll be the end of his career.
I really hope not.
He's like, he's just going to have, like, on his resume, he's like, I won challengers MVP, like, 12 seasons running.
Yeah. Flash from Dahl. I guess he saw the miss coming in, and he was not messing around, and to be honest, you know, even if you get that miss down, the Cassandre is going to be right on top of you, and you can get locked up for a while when not that tanky, especially after the miss goes down. So, yeah, I think it's okay. Let's flash in this time. He's actually going to hit that one as Bible. Ooh, going to deny the auto at least. And Valk decides, you know what? Our buttons are overrated. We don't need our buttons.
Nah. Who needs them? They may need them for this upcoming Drake fight.
Who needs them? Yeah.
All right, so
Huni was going hard yesterday. He was not holding back. It was
yeah,
great.
well, I mean, it was like Huni's 4th day in the rows or something like that, doing an
He had had
LCK
enough.
global desk. He's like, I have to deal with these casters.
It's Rumble every single day.
Rumble every day. Rumble is suspiciously missing from this draft, but more on that later. Dahl?
Yeah.
Mated?
Dahl is pretty DED. Right? Yeah, okay. Goes down. That is a nice little kill.
He just couldn't close the gap fast enough. Lucid was not willing to wait any longer. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm taking this. Going straight for my Triforce.
Yeah. And Dahl, he was already down flash from avoiding the gank earlier on. As far as, I mean, outside of, you know, not ganking much, just farming, he has gotten both objectives, so that's very nice.
Look at this. He's like, I'm holding, and I give up. So, Shiv is ready. No cash in for the Draven. Didn't die in that bottom side play either, much earlier on, so probably started to stack up decent amount of money. And now T1 will want to look for a fight on objectives. D+ have given both early Drakes because they're not about that.
Rahel, hope you have that flash button ready. He didn't have that flash button early. He is going to flash after, and that's a cash in for the big boy in the bottom lane. Smash.
Oh.
Huge amount of money picked up here on 1,400 now.
Yeah, we're talking 800 picked up. I feel like I saw this.
Welcome to the League of Draven.
Wasn't it Paddock yesterday who got the 800 cash in?
Yes.
Anyway, at this moment when the shield actually blocks the W, I was like, does he actually not get it? But yeah, he just gets one more auto off. Will actually complete the cash in.
Rahel, he did not have his finger on the flash button, and despite a cool Killer Instinct attempt there, will go down. So pretty close game here. T1 in the lead here. The Draven pretty quickly online. We'll be going back to buy that Triforce pretty soon, you have to imagine. And I guess that's what he's doing right now. Back complete, locks it in. So T1, you know, let's see what they could do with this lead, because it is D+. You know, it is a Rift Maker already done for this Gwen. Did pick up some plate gold earlier. It's just about 5v5s that I'm worried about. It's the 5v5 into the Maokai angle. That's the someone will get you, you know? You think you're fine, you think your Draven's ahead, your Gwen's doing all right. Ahri only 15 CS behind. You got Ahri by, but then Maokai presses R. Or Maokai gets R'd on.
Oh!
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah. That's the extent of the play-by-play. DK really suffering from success. They've gotten a little. Yeah, okay, Bible is just dead. He's suffering from sleep deprivation from having to play yesterday and coming in today. And Smash gets another kill. And this guy is definitely capable of carrying this team in this position.
I told you guys, if the loss streak continues, it's going to have to be doubled again. That's the current rate that we're going at for D+, so it's still going to be 2-0 T1. As he did not get R'd on, like I said before, by the Nautilus in the last exchange, but we pan away for just a second. We come back. Yeah, he got it.
Oh, T-Ba! That's about dead. And Lucid is 2-0. So, I mean, Lucid's kind of in a good spot. And at the end of the day, T1 not even 1,000 gold ahead, and now Lucid to pick up the second Rift Herald. So nice little catch in mid. Bout with Flash available. We'll have to see how that happens.
Yeah. Question mark.
Chronicler not addressing the wig allegations.
I don't really understand. It's kind of wigging me out.
What? What was it like in the early days of America? It was like the Whigs and the Tories or something.
Wasn't that UK? No, actually, I guess it was America eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Whigs with an H.
I think actually that was an American thing as well, though.
Yeah.
In the early days of
Maybe it wasn't the Tories. I think it was the Whigs.
You know, you'd think after America makes us study the same history, by the way. For those who don't know, in America, you study American history every year for about 13 years the exact same way every time, no matter what.
And people still don't know.
Like, it's the same
doesn't work.
every year. It's like, oh, well, you're in 10th grade, you're in 2nd grade. It's the same thing. Like, we had World War I, we had World War II. This is what America did. The settlers came through and we bought Alaska.
The Louisiana Purchase.
What was the guy's name? Seward? I think it was Seward's Folly. We bought Alaska. Yeah, American history, we still sometimes forget, but we learn the same one every time. What about the rest of the world's perspective on American history? Nah, it couldn't be us. We're not going to learn about that.
No, it doesn't matter. Only America, I guess.
2 Americans critical of the American education system on a Korean Challengers broadcast.
No way.
Yeah, it wouldn't be us.
It's Hextech Soul and T1. Okay, Doll's got a very nice angle here. And there's the hook once again, but the Maokai ultimate trying to zone everybody away as Pope trying to turn here onto the Gwen. It's not going to work as the Ahri is just dead. And Lucid, pretty much the only Fed member here on the side of DK. He's going to flash that hook as Bout has really been bringing it to DK.
Yeah, and this is going to be T1 taking this Drake. Forrest going to hang around here. Lucid wants to maybe come for a steal, but with no vision. Not going to happen. Honestly, for T1, better deal than the Louisiana Purchase, Valdez. I'm dead. Better deal than the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
And, yeah, look at this ult coming through from Bible. Wants to try to lock everybody up, but he's already dead. And he's not as tanky as a real Maokai. And yeah, he gets out, but look at him think about re-engaging. I don't think so.
Okay, Kona, amen, brother.
I'm gonna keep making a very obscure American history references now.
You know, we're skipping 1313. You know, it's just like the 13 colonies.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason. Maybe it's, yeah, just had to avoid that very special number in our hearts.
Bible was remembering the Alamo in that particular circumstance. But much like the antebellum period, I think we are going to have a little bit of inaction here after T1 win the battle and Soul Point. So D+ probably going to have to sit back and scale. They want to look for an opportunity, though.
Does the American education system teach about the time when the Canadians, British, burned down the White House?
Yeah, kind of sometimes.
I think that was like in 11th grade version of American
Yeah,
history.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like it's a little bit, okay, you guys are older now, so you can learn the truth about what happened.
War of 1813.
1813.13.
Yeah, not to be confused with the actual War of 1812.
Yeah, it's a different war entirely.
You remember that thing they always teach us in American history about like the two ships that were made of iron and they couldn't hurt each other?
Yeah.
That's just the story about the top lane in League of Legends. Except this time, the Gwen is trying to hurt the K'Sante.
Yeah. She brought some true damage.
Thanatos was unhappy that we brought him into this.
Yeah, sorry, Thanatos. Now talk about Cowboys, Madge.
You know, K'Sante doesn't make it sound very effortless when he kills the minions. Look at him. Wait, hold on. Aw.
You know, it's like, no. We will not listen to K'Sante.
When he lasts its minions, he has a bit of a grunt, you know? It's like he's doing a rep at the gym. But, I mean, he's really just swinging that Natofo around.
I mean, how heavier than Natofo?
Bible? Is that barrel or Bible? Is the question.
It's by barrel.
Like, legit same player.
Shut down.
I swear to you guys.
That's another cash in for the Draven. He's got a little bit of money.
He wanted to get vision.
He has over 3,000 gold in the lead.
Yeah.
Compared to Rahel. This first game's going to T1.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm
it's...
playing the challenger game.
I'm playing the
T1's
challenger
gonna
game
take
right
it.
now. I'm like, it looks pretty rough right now. Because the Maokai was the crux of why I really didn't like T1's composition, but Bible, he's struggling a little bit. Struggling a little bit as he wants to get vision here of the Baron Pit and or over the Baron Pit. Yeah.
Did you see Pulbay on the left there? He was looking over the ridge like, God. He just like walked the other way. He's like, oh man.
So he has 800 more gold, 1,400 gold in total from cash-ins.
Perfect setup for an 8-game day.
Don't do it, Val.
Yeah, earlier today, you know, Achilleos, he's got to leave soon to work abroad once again. He's a very busy man, and he's like, you know, I want to see the boys before I head off. So he plans to meet up tonight after the broadcast. And Wolf in the chat, he's like, hey, you know, it should be a quick 6-game day. Who's coming out tonight? And I'm like, it's cursed. It's immediately cursed.
It was. I did kind of curse it. It was an unintentional curse, but. I mean, I just looked at the names, I looked at the games, and I was like, 7 days max. Or 7 games, sorry. 7 days. I'm like, whoa, we'll be here for a while.
7 days.
Maximum of we'll be seeing you guys for the next week.
This is actually my 7th day casting in a row. I was with you on Tuesday.
Oh, me too.
And now, yeah, you did a different game.
Cart rider.
You're riding the carts instead of League of Legends. Bible's just dead again. As a massive death charge. Bound. Is getting my vote in this game, absolutely. Maybe it's Bible, not sure. Thanatos is going to pull back Forest. Are they overextending here just a little bit as Lucid's getting some resets just a bit as Dahl is very scary though. He's going to take out one. But eventually, nope, that's the double kill. Takes out Lucid. Nice little try. Rahel not able to follow up here, but he might still be able to get the one kill. Smash comes in, he misses the knockback. As it will be actually Smash to get the kill anyway, but only after he dies.
Not entirely sure why he put that knockback at that angle. It's like, not if there was a flash to predict, maybe it would have been a flash predict angle. Not really sure about that one, but He did a lot of damage in that team fight. 7,000, as he is very big, he is very fed, he's very ahead. As Bible wants to set up a very aggressive angle here to flash forward and look for the pick, but he ults, the way he ults here is like, is very telling actually, because it means that he thinks that this is an isolated target he's picking, when in reality there is no one on T1 showing anywhere on the map. So chances are he's not alone. If he actually ults forward there, first of all, he still catches it with the ultimate, and then can also prevent any sort of follow-up. So that was a support Maokai moment where you're like, I got him, but there's more than one.
Bounce over the wall as he's getting in there onto Pulve. They're going very deep for that one. The Needles did about 7,000 million trillion damage. And so DK are like, I don't know if we can fight this, but honestly, it's just Pulve who took the chunk. As now the Kai'Sa W's, he did get that shutdown. He's beginning to chunk.
He's about to get his ult back. It's coming up in like 3 seconds.
They gotta get fit though. This is Hextech Soul for the side of T1. They're just gonna take it down. DK not even gonna get in there. Thanatos eats a charm, and DK not going to take the fight. And now they gotta fight up against the Hextech Soul as Rahel gonna get taken by the cease and desist, and that is just a massive win for T1 in the team fight.
So Velas, what percentage were you at in terms of like the chances we see Kellen play today? Where were you at with that one?
0.57, no, 0.538%.
Yeah, 538, wasn't it? Yeah. Well,
may have increased. It might be like 0.77.
I don't think he's going to play still, to be honest with you guys, but I also do not think this is Bible's best work, let's just say. Is in this fight, obviously he didn't have the ult until when he uses it here, so the Hextech Soul is already going over, but Rahel trying to put the damage in, but unfortunately Lucid is just not in a position to steal without flash. And yeah, just a very one-sided game. Alright. Just getting a little bit aggressive.
Never lost with Hextech Soul clueless. Surely T1 just closed it out easily from here.
I mean, it is a 8,000
I would say, yeah, they
gold lead.
probably will.
Yeah, like, there's no like, this is Challenger's angle here, right?
You know, Val was like, I'm carrying this game hardcore. So in order to give the Pog vote to Smash or to anyone else, maybe Doll, I'm just going to go ahead and die in the enemy jungle. No, he was trying to set up some vision here for the push. And now he's dead.
You know, I was talking about this on the Monty Wolf show today, and there's also like a discussion we've had on the Challengers many times about the Challengers angle of like, what I can't see can't hurt me. And usually it can't because people don't make proactive, aggressive plays. But in this game, what you can't see will in fact absolutely hurt you, will absolutely punish you. Yeah, 15,000 damage here for this Draven already this game, but also Dahl has been set up in so many of these choke points for success here. He's actually getting up there too.
Oh boy. Whirling Death gonna catch everybody, and the bouncing of the Hextech Soul is just too much. The damage, it's overwhelming. There's no way to get away from that. A double kill now for the Draven, as even Thanatos in a little bit of trouble, but Nice is just pushing the lane.
Well, it just gets worse and worse, the bad news for D+, doesn't it? Just
yeah, so it's the easy 2-0. Nothing to see here for T1 tonight, I think.
So it went from 1 win to 2 wins. Sorry, 1 win against D+, to 2 wins against. Yeah. To now 4 loss?
It's got to be 4 loss. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Just continue to double it. I don't know. It's not feeling great. 6,000 gold the advantage still here for Smash.
Lucid's like, well, I guess I'll just look at them menacingly.
I mean, this is a 12,000 gold lead across 5 players.
They also lost the game against KDF, which is not a good sign. Yeah, it's a little bit of an issue, just a little bit. Nice. I mean, do they even kill him? No. He got his ult back, so he's just going to run away. Pulve is dead. And Forest and Nice are fighting here 2v4. I guess they're stopping the backs as the team is just going to end the game. That's going to do it. T1 going to take down the Nexus as they take out DK in game number 1.
How happy they are. Another team to take a game off D+. First came Bro, and I said nothing. Then came Kwangdong Freaks, and I said, really? They lost to Win? That's all I said, though, and I was like, nah, but it's still, D+ has this against T1. And then came T1, and T1 just outclassing them. I'm gonna still vote for support, actually, to be honest.
Same.
It's
There we go. The nine-game
support
day.
gap, to be honest.
Support gap. Definitely. Even if Bout didn't play that well. Bible, you know, maybe he had to play yesterday. He has a lot of pressure on him, and he did not have a great game. But it's not all about that. I think that the top side of the map, Lucid tried to do some things, but still, team fight after team fight, T1 were just dominating them.
Smash also took a small break because he also had some health issues, and he's coming back in a big way here. So whatever happened to him during the break, man, he came back in a big way in this game. Absolutely capitalized on the engages he was given. Even though his first kill was stolen by an Ignite, he did an extreme amount of damage this game and pushed his leads, and his ults were pretty fantastic. I wouldn't be shocked if he gets it because he was more consistent than Bout, but Bout just straight up set him up. So for me, it's about move. But T1, I mean, to say that T1 was going to 2-0 this was a bit of a meme earlier, but don't let your memes be dreams because it starts to feel more and more likely the more we watch. As I do think this was a fantastic draft for D+. It just fell apart. Then they over-committed into trying to force fights into the Fed Draven instead of trying to sit back and play measured. So when I say Bible is a better barrel, I mean it in like a very endearing and polite and also like very, very good way, because it felt like he was the best of barrel basically. But maybe in this first game felt like he was just barrel actually.
Yeah, no, just a
barrel.
carbon copy actually. It's a clone. Are we sure that wasn't barrel actually? I mean, it could have been.
I mean, I saw him on camera. It was Bible.
I mean, Bible is here. Smash is gonna get it.
Might get it, yeah.
League of Draven gold.
Oh, they're putting the memes in now.
I mean, I think that's just the name of his pass.
Really?
I think so.
I thought it was just called Cash In.
No, I don't think it's called Cash In.
I know the League of Draven meme on YouTube. League of Draven.
He says that. He says, welcome to the League of Draven.
Yeah.
2142.
Big Cash In.
That's his passive name. And
oh, it actually is.
I don't see any 13s on this list, so it's not cursed. I think T1 are going to get the 2-0. That was actually Smash's first POG.
Well, they haven't won that many games, unfortunately, Valdez. But maybe this is the run. This is the beginning of T1's run to playoffs. Could happen. It's not impossible. They're 2-10. It's almost impossible, but it's not impossible.
6 series in a row, and you can get there.
Yeah.
And if they start with a win over DK, anything is possible. But that's just game 1, guys. We'll be back for game 2. Hello and welcome back to Challenger League, where we only get 9 game days, and 9 game days only get us because they just get us like that. They understand
They
us.
totally get me.
They totally get me. I am Vatless, with me is Wanakler, and we're getting into a series that T1 absolutely bopped DK in game number 1. DK losing to Kwangdong Freaks recently may have been a little bit of a telling sign.
A bit of a telltale sign.
Yeah, telltale game.
Telltale Maokai.
It told the tale of a team that won so much in a row
What would
that the pressure mounted, and then they lost, and then they fell apart.
Edgar Allan Poe say about this team?
He'd probably write a poem about them, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, something about the greatness and then the downfall.
It would be like really dark and filled with metaphors.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It wouldn't have a happy ending, too. It would probably be a 0-2. So the 6-0 dream, still alive. 6-0 dream.
Yeah, but we know something secret.
Okay, well, we'll keep it secret for now, but if you're playing the Challenge game, even with the secret information we have, do you actually expect this is a 2-0 or it's actually 3 games? What do you think? I'm thinking 2-0. Like, actually, like, unironically, I don't see them bouncing back after that loss. That was a big one.
I think it's going to be a 2-1 to D+.
All right. We'll see. Base. Edgar Allan Poe XD.
XD. Edgar Allan Bro. Bro Giga Chat.
Ooh. My father Scun. Interesting name for your dad.
Yeah.
Oh, it says Amy. I thought it said anime. Amy, that's a better name.
It can say anime if you wanted to.
I mean, if they wanted it to, they could have made it that true.
Someone in YouTube chat asks, where is Fanker?
It's too early for this, chat. It's too early.
This is way before.
It's game 2 of the series. At least it's the right team. It's the right team, at least. It's the right team. It's the right team. Where's Fanker? Where's Fanker?
Where is Fanker?
When Fanker playing Fanker where? All right, Kellen is in. It actually happened. Kellen has never played with this roster before. He has played with Rahel before, but he has never played with this team before. Unless he's like done some scrims.
Where's Frankie?
Frankers? Franker Z?
Where is Frankie? It was 0.0000067%. But Franklin the Gert.
Benjamin Frankers?
Yeah,
back to American history.
Let's talk about American history. Did you know that Thomas Edison stole everybody's inventions and was a fraud?
Which American character from American history is Kellen? Like, let's think about this for a second. I think he's Marie Curie, actually. Yeah, I think that's who he is.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
I don't,
Kellen or Roosevelt. I'm ready for challenges today,
I'm
man.
so
Give me the
ready.
9,
This is
actually.
such a-
I'm ready for 9.
This is such a
Draven
Challengers
is
Day.
banned. No more of that. That is not going to be answered to the first pick Kaisa this time.
Yeah, we also, Chronicler let us know a little bit of European history. Europe was founded in 1848 by Walker. It's Walker Texas Ranger, I think, is the copy pasta. When he rode across the Atlantic and he declared it as Eastern Europe or Eastern USA, aka EU.
Okay, Kona.
Yeah.
So, Let's see if they ban Kaisa.
I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either. Smash has a lot to say about it, though. I think he wants him to ban Kaisa. He's like, please don't. He's like, I had Draven last time.
He is a Draven Xayah 2-trick.
He's played Caitlyn to a high level. I like his Caitlyn.
Lee Sin. Why have I never seen a bald Korean player?
It's pretty rare, actually. That's a good question.
It's because all the Korean players are very young.
Yeah, but people could shave their head.
Yeah, but why would they?
It's style. It's
unless
fashion.
You're
Get
wear
with the
wigs.
times.
Yeah. Thanatos gonna play top Vi in this game. Interesting choice, but you know, Khan was walled for a while. Remember Umpty did the buzz cut that time?
Yeah,
that doesn't really count as bald.
Yeah. Also, Atlas shaving his head. Does it really count?
Please update in the website. Isn't not T1 challengers. He's correct.
Haha.
He's correct.
Haha. Okay, so Dahl here, not going to get a prio pick, not going to be going for Renekton and Sejuani. They're just going to get the Kaisa themselves this time. So I left the Vi open so they could steal the Kaisa away. So maybe it's Rahel, Aphelios angle, Aphelios Lulu. I literally joked this when we found out it was Kellen. I was like, oh, just play Lulu Aphelios, right? That's the answer to Kaisa and challengers, apparently. Maybe they will, Valdez. Maybe they will do that. Is LoL Esports lying to you?
Yeah, compulsive liars, those LoL Esports, just like Wolf.
Wait, what? I never...
What? Before you said you were lying. You told chat you were lying.
I said they were going to lock in something and they didn't lock it in.
Yeah. Why did Rahel name himself Rahel and not W?
Good question.
I mean, if you want to be a winner and not a L, you should be W.
Renekton. The Quinn counter pick?
And Zeta for the T1 Valorant team is going to pick up Quinn as it is the closest thing to Sky. I think it's a good choice, you know?
No, that's not Quinn. That's a Viego. So they're adopting the strategy that lost game 1 for T+.
Yeah. They're like, that looks great. Let's do it ourselves. What is nice about Nice? Well, he's got the same glasses as Zeta from the T1 Valorant squad.
Pretty much.
You know?
He looks like a nice guy also. No, my Rahelios. My Rahelios. Oh. Okay, well, no Rel either.
Why did Atlas name himself Atlas and not Atlas? Because he likes representing the United States of America. He isn't American.
Haha.
There was no haha in the message.
I know, but I added it. I have made an addition. I have made the message better, Valdez. Poby is a Poro character.
Hey, Kona.
You guys should look up Poby.
Will the Fury be playable for the summer split? No. Maybe in playoffs? 13,
Probably.
14?
I don't think so.
It might be 13-14 with Nefiri disabled.
Yeah, I think that we're probably not gonna have Fury for playoffs, to be honest, guys, but we don't know for sure. Smash, what's he cooking up here? Gets on camera, he's talking a lot, and they're not gonna play Gragas, they're just gonna play Cassante. 100% adopting the losing strategy from D plus Kia. Maokai support incoming.
Who are these champions?
Let's find out what Rahel is going to play, because he can't play Draven, so we can't, you know, we're not completely swapping this up. Ashe. Who are you going to pick with this?
Braum.
Ashe, Braum?
I love the Braum here.
The Crank?
Nah,
it's just going to be a Recon pick.
Yeah. It was just Recon. It wasn't that other guy. Kaisa Rakan on like a 9-game winning streak in the LCK.
Yeah,
as a duo.
Don't D+, I thought they had a really good draft until Ashbrom came through. I don't know who you're going to... You're going to maybe try to catch Rakan with this Ash arrow. I mean, if you hit anybody that isn't Cassante and no one else is nearby, that champion will die. If you hit Cassante and no one else is nearby, he'll probably also die, but it's going to take a long time. Is it just me, or does D+ play like DRX from LCK? I feel like there's some shades of DRX in these drafts here.
Shades of blue.
Feels very DRX-esque.
Wait.
DRX.
We are still in 13-12.
Yes! Until the end of the week.
Just one more week, and then we move on to the next patch.
Attack speed Braum lull.
LUL. Everyone out here playing humanoid champs, then Thanatos got that crocodile in him.
Yeah.
He's just got that croc in him.
He's got that croc in him. Let's see if he can have a better performance this time around, as D+ got absolutely crushed in game 1. In terms of the drafts here...
Both casters never talk about game.
Both casters,
man. I never talk about game.
Well, I'm trying to talk about the game, but this guy's talking about us, so I gotta respond. But no, legit though, I actually like the draft better for T1. But I also said the same thing about D+ last game with a very similar draft and it didn't work. Let's see what happens.
That was weird.
The fan chant was cut short.
Both casters are this very good at speak. Well, game good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
How old are the Challengers players? Well, ask us a specific one, and we can tell you.
Do you want the average? Do you want the mean or the median?
I can tell you any of these players' birthdays.
Do you want the mode of how old the Challenge League players are? How old is Kellen, the Challenger player?
He's the only one we don't actually have on the list.
Kellen, I think he's 98. No, he's not 98. No, definitely not. No, I think he's either 2000 or 99.
I'm looking him up.
Look him up.
He is 2001. He's 22.
2001. Zax Monu. Not in fake Korean years. Yeah, the
what
Korean
about
years
faker
are very
years?
fake. Yeah. What about Fanker years?
Fanker years.
Yeah. 2001 years old.
Always Fanker.
Is today finally the day DK win streak got broken? Maybe.
Kellen demoted? Question mark. Oh my God, chat. Chat. He got promoted.
He
to
got promoted
Challengers.
to Challengers, yeah.
The Challengers player that he is playing behind, I guess you could say, had a rough game, and so he's been called up to down to Challengers.
He got called up, down to Challengers. I like it.
I actually didn't realize, because basically every Challengers player can play an LCK essentially at any time, but as long as they were registered before the start date, because like Clear was not registered in time, which is why I couldn't play in round 1. Okay. Hold up.
Oh. I'm just gonna punch him.
Kellen's here, so...
Is he? He was almost not here.
Alright. So as I was saying, oh wait, hold on, I can't say it yet. Just Q him, yeah. That's the Renekton.
Yeah, just press your buttons.
He had Fury, just press Q, heal it up. I didn't actually know Kellen was eligible to play today, but I guess he technically can, because anyone can go up. I just didn't know anyone can go down. Ah! That's the Renekton way. You're like, oh, healing up. Now we get some Fury. Get that Fury. Oh.
Yeah.
See Q again on that set of ranged minions. Try to catch Doll. Is he going to try to maximize his fury? He's going to play safe. Okay, this is tricky. It's tricky. Forrest is here.
Oh, Forrest looking for the
Oopsie
game.
daisy. Forrest is like, well, if Bout misses, I'm out of here.
Bout ain't about that. Actually, Bout was about it, but Forrest wasn't. So every lane is losing for T1. What did they mean by this, though?
What did they mode by this?
What did they median this?
What did they range this?
What did they derivative of this? You could do that.
What was
That
the
works.
outlier of this?
I don't think that's not a thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, come on.
Thanatos.
Oh, he actually still has an empowered Q.
Who's
Watch
the
out.
better Renekton player, Kana or Thanatos? End the debate now.
I think probably Kana, to be honest.
Yeah, but you're a Kana believer.
I am a Kana believer.
What
but
does Twitch chat think?
I know what Twitch chat thinks. But Kana has played against stronger opponents.
Yeah, of course. No, I mean, people always say like, oh, DK, they're undefeated in challengers, like they're gonna go to LCK and destroy people. And like, yeah, maybe they would win against Nongshim LCK and some of the lower teams on average, but would this DK challenger roster win against Humble Life Esports in the LCK? No.
No.
I think actually guys like Thanatos would probably lose lane to Kingen. I think that would actually happen.
I think that would actually happen as well.
You know, in the first bunch of games, but after a while.
I mean, look at Poby. Like, he struggled, but he improved a lot. So it just takes some time. It also, the way that you practice and the way that you train with an LCK team seems very different from how the Challengers teams play and practice. It seems like the Challengers teams are just learning how to team fight, you know, and like how to actually front to back and how they want to set up engages, which is why you don't see a lot of tricky vision plays or individual plays like Deft killing Poby yesterday. Is the kind of play you almost never see in Challengers because that's like against the rules of the rigid structure in which your comp is supposed to operate around. I feel like the junglers, excuse me, are the most unchained in Challengers. Like the junglers are like allowed to do whatever they want. You know, the coaching staff's like, all right, I mean, if you want to do something crazy, like go for it. Just don't be passive. But everyone else is kind of supposed to stay in their lane. And I don't mean like literally their lane. I mean like, okay, if you are the engage guy, engage when you're told to, as a break a plate.
Got it. And he's breaking Dahl as all out over the turret. Dahl gonna get flashed on, and Thanatos, even with the Triumph, will not survive.
First blood, though.
First blood. They trade flashes. He gets a turret plate. Denies a bunch of ranged minions.
To be honest,
he wins the mental battle of dominance.
Yeah, I go for that play 100% if I'm Thanatos as well. How can you know how broken Cassante is? It's just impossible to quantify. It looked like a surefire kill there, to be honest. Surefire? And not the FPS player, but like seemed like a sure thing. Seemed like a safe bet. Sure bet.
Fire?
Sure 5. Sure 6, you know.
Sure 6.
So he stuns him, pops his ultimate, and then Dahl holds him back and then all outs him through the turret. It's honestly a pretty sick outplay from Dahl. Like, if I'm being honest, like that was just really sick. He still gets the kill, but like all out through the turret, that's just not a wall you're expecting.
Viego equal auto loss XDD. This guy has not been watching the LCK. Should we tell him?
He does not seem to have the play variety of jungle champions, because if he do the, I don't know, I wanted to go in on it, but the username is kind of strange.
It's in all caps. He does seem a little bit unhinged. Yeah. Does he know? I don't think he knows. It's okay. You know. So casters, will LCK still play 13-12 this week?
If you guys ask one more time, we're going back to 12.13, okay? If you guys ask one more time, we're actually go back.
If
like,
you could turn.
I will pull this. I will pull this LCK over and bring us back to season 8.
Oh God.
Yes, it is going to be 13.12 in LCK this week.
Yes. 13.12.
Season 8 was the awesome dudes.
Can we stop for Urgot versus Aatrox on the way home?
We have Urgot versus Aatrox at home.
Oh, God. Rahel's in a lot of trouble. He's gonna... Oh, Braum! Did he max Q? Yes, he did. He has 3 points in Q. He's looking to last hit him. And it's just going to be Pulbe who comes in from the mid lane. Charm lands onto Smash, so Pulbe trying to move forward and get the kill, but he will not. The Smash will trade that one back. And it's going to be feeling pretty nice about their situation.
Nice also coming down, speaking of, and that should be some plate gold. I like how Force just going to toss a Charm in, you know, your Viego, see what you can find. Actually, not going to get the plate? Smash.
Smash.
Plate denied. Thanatos, you will get the plate though. He's not a plate giver, he's a plate taker.
Yeah. The plate's given.
Plate maker.
Plate
making maker.
Yeah, someone should name themselves that.
You would get into the battle of the acres points of the match.
True, yeah. It's a very good point of the match.
So
it's really high level.
Smash gets stunned here by Kellen, but then just kind of walks it back here. Pulbe flashes, gets the charms, doesn't have the flash for escape anymore as his ultimate is gone since they didn't get another reset. And that's a kill going over. I feel like a few autos canceled there from Pulbe. I think if he actually maxes out the damage by just basically hitting it on attack speed, then he probably actually gets the kill there. But didn't think he needed it. He miscalculated. 2-0 or 1-1?
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
That's what we're here to find out.
Yeah. Actually, you'll probably know after this game. So if you just sit tight, you can figure it out.
Yeah, just sit back and watch.
Yeah. Just relax, get some popcorn.
I have some advice for those in the chat. If you're wondering who's going to win, you've come to the right place. Like, that's what we're all here to see. That's the point of the esport. The point is you're not supposed to know beforehand. It's more interesting if you actually sit down and enjoy it.
This is a rebroadcast, and it is from 2025. But most people didn't see the games back then. As, we're going to press some buttons, and not a lot of them hit. Lucid decides, yeah, our buttons are overrated. I'm just going to press my 4 button. That's the default hotkey for the trinket and for the Rift Herald, actually. So he's just going to press that down and get some plates instead. Why there is no points of the game?
Hey to the caster, are you T1-eyed? I'm not really. Chat?
We are one step away from YouTube chat.
Yeah, every day
right
we
now,
get further to YouTube chat. Every day we step one.
Our orbit is decaying, and we are slowly just being pulled in by the YouTube chat's gravity. And where, Fang? That's all we need to ask.
That's all we need to know. And
are you T1-eyed though? You didn't answer the question.
No, that's not me. I'm not T1-eyed. That's somebody else. You're thinking of somebody else.
You're probably thinking of T1 Chronicler. Chronicler and Eyed are very different, but he is on T1, so that could work.
Forrest is going to lose half of his health, so that doesn't bode well for T1 contesting this second dragon. It's not Hextech Soul this time, so they're going to wait and see what that soul is going to be. I don't know about fighting this without on the edge. Could get arrowed.
Somebody from YouTube chat asks, TF these guys are talking. TF isn't in this game.
No, yeah, no.
So Twisted Fate, you might have to wait for him in the future. But it seems like you are a TF fan.
Watch more KT games.
We are talking, yes. This is our job. So we have to. Here's Lucid in the bottom lane. Here's Lucid in the jungle. Just, you know, 2 different shades of Lucid. As now, the charm is going to land nice. Is so dead. Is he, though? Yeah, he is. He doesn't have flash. Down he goes. Spirit Rush. Easy for DK. Mid and jungle.
As a Renekton main, I can tell you guys that the winning of the lane for Thanatos is just like typical Renekton gameplay. It's just typical Renekton things. You like win, you proxy the wave, you take the Krugs. You know, this is actually just what you do if you're a Gen Renekton main like I am. I'm not saying that he is, but like I am, so I know this is the typical behavior.
Oh no, Ulbay in some trouble. Doesn't have flash, doesn't have Spirit Rush. Here comes the all out real quick. The Q's gonna land, and down he will go. Dahl picks up the shutdown. Going for Thornmail first, which is definitely not the right choice, but it's okay. It's all right. You got to get that Bramble Vest. You got to deny Renekton his healing. As now the knockup is going to come in as another Q as well, but Thanatos will be fine.
It's the next step of the Renekton gameplay where your team makes problems happen elsewhere, but you're actually just winning your lane and you can't fathom why your team would just be messing up, and you have to come and clean up the mess, but you're a little bit too slow. And then you don't save the play. You do show up, pick up some more minions, and you're like, well, could have gotten that last plate, but had to come down here in mid lane, and then didn't actually make the impact I was looking for. As you see him on the minimap here, he wants to come over and save Fulbay, but he found a Viego, and then Fulbay is all in, or all outed, whatever.
I have some good news.
Yeah?
We have our first ban of the day.
Oh.
Yeah. Just a casual viewer saying that one of the teams is trash. So we're just
is
gonna
that
have
the one guy who kept asking what the results were going to be before the game happened?
Yeah, it's almost like he's a salty better.
Aww.
Yay, we get to ban him. Nice. He's gone.
Valdez's biggest passion in life.
It's
salty
really
people.
exciting. I'm really excited when that happens. First ban of the day. Keep it up, guys. We might be able to get a second ban of the day as well. We'll get in there. Classic gamblers. Yeah. What do you guys think? Maybe if we had channel points, we wouldn't get as many salty. No, that would never happen. Arrow's going to come through. Val's just going to eat that one up as Forest.
He doesn't have ult.
Stand behind.
He's about to have ult. Maybe they can actually win this fight. They're not going to be able to do it without Dahl, especially when he doesn't have ult. Like they don't have the tools to fight this. Oh man, the amount of W's he has not quite hit this game has been too damn high, Valdez.
Yeah, it's too damn high. Every team just loves to fight over the second Rift Herald. It's Braum standing behind him as he gets totally mauled to death. Kellen did his job though. He soaked up all the damage, literally everything on the side of T1. As we do have a little all-out here onto Rahel in the backline. Looks like we have a little riot situation, but Rahel is going to live. As now 4 members, 3 bodyguards do come in and take out the Cassante. But if he didn't do that, probably the rest of his team would have died.
I'm not saying he is, but would it be a conflict of interest if Rahel was part of the Riot Balance team? Just,
Probably it would be, yeah. I would say so.
I'm just saying if he was, I just don't know. We'd have to look into that. But luckily he's not. So just wanted to take a closer look at this. Unfortunately, as you mentioned, everything is put into a Braum, who is standing there with his door up, and then Thanatos, there's no CC for this Fed Renekton. Interesting indeed, and then the Ahri is getting resets, pushing people away. Rahel's surviving against Cassante. That's a little suspicious.
He was probably nerfing the numbers as that fight was happening. Like, you saw him just running away. He wasn't really, like, pressing his buttons. He was just, like, clicking his keyboard to, like, down the damage of Cassante as we were going.
He, like, pressed his window key, typed in CMD, and started doing some terminal calculations. Like,
he was hacking. He was hacking as the game was happening. It's so crazy.
That character from Harvey Suzumiya stuff going on here.
Yeah. So, guys, imagine... So, Braum has 4 points in Q, right? He only has 2 in E. What if he had 4 points in E? He might have even lived. He actually, there's a chance.
But tossed one more Q out in team fight.
I mean, maybe. Did you know that the Q levels only decrease the cooldown by 0.25 seconds? Or is it 0.5 seconds?
It was 0.5.
I think it is 0.5 actually.
Yeah.
So it's what a decrease of 1.5 seconds.
Well, yeah, until it's maxed.
Yeah.
Okay, Thanatos, he's just carrying.
Actually, you know, I think it's nice.
No, I think it's Thanatos.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Nice did the second highest damage in his team in that fight.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah.
So, Renekton, he's just doing everything that a Renekton should do, you know?
Forest is Oh. Well. If he held on to his W...
Got his TP! Got his TP! TP acquired.
Okay, yeah, TP acquired. Great job, Forest. Actually, excellent play. Fantastic.
Yeah, Pulbay is going back to lane. He got away.
Welcome, TSM Thanatos.
Now, this may come as a bit of a shock to people.
All right.
But this game is less one-sided than the last one.
I'm pretty shocked by
that. So T1, I mean, look at those goal numbers. Smaller differences across the board than last time. The Renekton difference is quite substantial, so they need to probably focus him down and deal with him and actually collapse onto him. Otherwise, he will just run at them with his cleaver at the ready and kill people. That's kind of what's been happening. He's just...
Why didn't he build an Abyssal Mask? I saw some of our LCK players were going Abyssal Mask second Renekton.
Because he doesn't have an Annie on his team. He doesn't need that. It's just Ahri. She's not doing that much damage. Not going to get much from the MR Shred. I think it's actually pretty good if you have a big mage in the mid lane.
There was a Zero, I think, on his team, and the Abyssal Mask did 24 damage in a team fight. Look, we looked at the numbers, actually. Before team fight, it was at 0 when he bought it. After team fight, it was 24.
Look, you get that shred. You get that shred. I think it's all right if you have an Ahri, sorry, not an Ahri, an Azir or an Annie. I don't think it's very good for Ahri.
It was an Azir in that game.
I thought it was an Annie, but okay, maybe it was an Azir. I think it's both are fine. Not so much Ahri though.
Abyssal Mask. Oh!
The comeback!
The comeback?
Wait a second!
Wait, but... Do Baron. Do Baron!
Nah.
No Baron.
No Baron.
See, if that guy was just a little bit patient, the guy that I had to ban, maybe he could have been there to cheer with the chat as T1 make the huge comeback and get the 2-0. Instead,
he's had to learn another language to be a part of YouTube chat.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the way it do be.
Time to learn Vietnamese, buddy.
It's too true. It's very true. Hey man, so, you know, Vietnam's an up-and-coming region. I look forward to learning Vietnamese myself. Band's chatter now culturally enriched.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
He's moving up in the world.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do, guys. You got to get banned, and then you got to learn a second language.
He's actually going to travel to Vietnam and be with his people. He's now fully enriched.
We changed his life.
We did change his life. I'm jealous, man. I really need to go to Vietnam and get some of the amazing food.
Yeah. Wolf, is this goat's
meta? Can you ban me from chat? Is this goat's meta? I don't think so. It's more like Pharah Widowmaker.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Dama, I thought T1 is blue all the while.
Someone with a interesting question in YouTube chat, Colorado. Only the play-by-play casters don't have hog votes. The analysts do, so the play-by-play votes were taken away for some reason, but we still have media, which is something that, as a global casting team, we collectively agree is probably not ideal, but maybe one day it'll change.
Yeah, probably not. We're gonna rock up to 2024, and they're gonna be like, okay, we have some new changes. I'm gonna be sitting there praying, like, okay, no media votes, please.
5 media votes.
1 media vote. They're like, yeah, we added a new media member. And Jonas Strong decided he didn't want to vote anymore, so now media has 4 votes, and Jonas Strong has 0. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Which caster day is good cop, which is bad? I think we're both bad cop today. I woke up on the bad cop side of the bed this morning.
Yeah. So did I. I slept pretty well, but I was late. Here's Thanatos. He is pretty dead.
Well, yeah, he is.
He's dead out of 10. Well, Maybe it's dead out of
Did he
Is it 10 out of dead?
actually-
Is it dead out of dead? I don't know.
I don't think he got to Q or Gore Drinker. I think he just straight up died.
Dominance.
Yeah.
Tibbers not gonna go down. Tibbers survives, and that is the end of Polbey.
What was he?
What
mean
did
by
DK
that?
mean by this?
Yeah, what did Polbey mean by this?
See,
This is wait, hold on. They're gonna bait to trade for Baron, right?
no. And you know what? That guy that I had to ban, he could have been in here celebrating with the chat, having some fun. But instead, he's banned, and they are gonna try to trade for Baron. And T1 should know that this is a possibility, right? T1, right? Maybe not. They're gonna check it now. But it feels pretty late as we are down to 3,000 health. Yeah, I think DK are just going to get this.
Like I said, Valdez calculated to trade for Baron.
All right.
So
what a fantastic play
let's
by DK.
see. Okay, Thanatos, he ults, flashes, stun. W's actually doesn't Q or not ideal. Wants to
What's
lock
the
him under.
metaphor in this team fight?
I think he wanted to try to hold him under turret. I don't really know. And then Polbey.
Any similes in this team fight?
I don't.
Any alliteration?
Maybe the synonym for this was not ideal. Wait, that's 2 words though. Hold on. Undercooked?
Did Smash press Q too quick? Why did so many of his Qs hit the fans? Do you know what these words mean?
Oof, yeah, that's probably a good one. I don't know if it will ultimately matter because T1 had no Baron vision and didn't come over and check.
Very good point. Decent sized ball. Oh man, I love this chat. It's good stuff. All right, well, now DK with their Baron that they got, kind of for free. No, well, they traded Infernal Drake for it, of course. Yeah, I'm more of like a soccer ball kind of guy. It's not that deep. It's actually quite large. Basketball even.
Volleyball is kind of ideal for me.
Okay.
That's
Would you say it's decently sized? Or?
I'd say it's decently sized. Yeah, that's kind of like
What about a baseball? Is that kind of small?
a little
or?
too small for me.
Well, we have a TP coming in here for T1 as Cassante just dies, as so does the Ashe. So a nice little trade here, but they get into the backline. Khan going down. The follow-up engage from Lucid is fantastic, as they will take out the Ashe. Once again, that was Viego. And that is going to be the DK that does take down the team fight. A full
3.
ace, and we got a 3rd game on the way.
Oh, really? I thought it was going to be on our hands.
Man, I messed it up.
Series on our hands. Come on. We're 1/3 of the way to a 9-gamer. Wait, hold on. They actually can't end? They're not, all the waves aren't
So
prepped?
sad that I dropped the decent sized ball on that one. 9 games, still a possibility.
I don't, that one username got maybe a little bit. Thanatos
Yeah,
is
that
like,
was
right now I'm feeling pretty confident he's actually in the top damage in this game. I'm actually pretty confident that he's actually just the biggest player in this game.
definitely not the Ashe.
Nope.
It could be the Braum, though. Remember, he did max his Q.
Maxing the Q, yeah.
So he's been doing some serious
Wait a minute.
damage. Best first-time chatter speedrun, yeah. Thanatos is not normally. Should check his PC because...
He's almost flame rising. I mean, that's into a Cassante?
into Riot himself?
Cassante struggling a little bit these days.
Yeah, not thriving.
We have discussed this before. I mean, Kwangdong really showcased why Cassante can be good in the LCK, but beyond that, hasn't been great. Okay, T1, you are corralled.
Yes, actually they are Kellens. Okay, nice little Cassante angle once again as Bout is desperately trying to get in there. He does, and then he dies. As Now Smash is going to die for free as well as Penta. Penta angle? No, Forest is trying to deny it. That's not the case. Thanatos also going to deny it.
I mean, he just walked away.
And TP is going to come in. That's going to be the end of the game.
Right? This time they actually end, right? I think they have enough wave here in mid lane. Enough minions. Enough wave.
Wave minions.
A wave? 2 waves? Forest? Hold on. Wait. Forest, the angle? Viego? Ah, never mind.
It was a nice try. Good try, Forest. Anyway, the next is going to go down.
Pick at them, but it was to no avail.
He swung his baton.
I am a top voter.
I wouldn't put you in the top echelon of voters.
I think I am. I actually, you know what? Let's take a look at that prediction win rate, huh?
True. This was the team fight.
Yeah.
Was it a team fight after that? Look, watch. Oh, about died too fast. And Caster's not cringe. I mean, how can you say that?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Atlas, because it looks like the 8-game day is well and truly on our way, because this was the series that we were like 100% this is a 2-0 of the 3.
You were wrong, by the way. Lied to chat again. Thanatos did not do top damage.
Out-damaged him.
Yeah.
Huh. Spent a little bit too much time on the Krugs, huh? Didn't
Guess
come
so.
down to mid lane as quickly as he should have. Huh?
Spent too much time proxying the wave.
Look at that lead damage, though,
Yeah.
for Rahel. He is so late.
Yeah, not
He
just
is
normal
so
lead, but like
elite.
these. Whoa.
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 Hacksaws.
Somebody check in, PC. Braum did actually a nice amount of damage, much more than the Rakan, so
1,500.
turns out the
ahead.
Q-Max working out for him this time around. Any tips on how to become a caster? Well, I would suggest putting on your robe and wizard hat, and then practicing your incantations. And
now
eventually you'll get to work on practicing your fireball. I would start off with a little scorch.
Well, it depends on your region, because depending on which universe you're in, you may or may not require a tome as well. So I'd say
Generally
like,
good.
look into
A tome
getting a
and
tome.
staff?
Yeah, a staff will generally be very helpful, but also cape important. Don't wear jeans; it's not going to help.
Yeah.
Thanatos will pick it up, but
You gotta wear the right. You definitely have to wear the right clothes, I would say.
yeah, I mean, you really do have to look the part. Don't buy into the YouTube fads, like the shorts you'll see where they tell you to get a lightning bolt on your head. That's actually not really helpful at all. It's just a
Is arcane
misconception.
mage viable? It's okay. I mean, it depends on what patch you're on, really, what phase it is.
What
but
region
fire
you're
mage
in.
generally better.
Yeah, I mean, are you what kind of world are you living in actually?
Arcane is good single target. That's true.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
So there is a issue with minions spawning. Is the
Yes.
reason why 13.13 is not played in our region.
We decided we're not gonna have any of that unlucky patch. We're just not gonna have it.
We just won't have games potentially decided by minions disappearing. That's not what we do.
Yep, we don't do that over here. Either way, guys, we do a game number 3, and we'll be right back for that game 3. Welcome back, guys. Now we must start comment as the commercial is over, and we are getting ready for game number 3. It is so Jover, this commercial. I cannot believe we even had one in the first place. I mean, we're AI. Do we really need to rest? No. So, T1, they won game 1. They lost game 2. What happens in game 3?
Well, your prediction of D+ winning 2-1 seems likely, but anything can happen. We have no substitutions, so Kellen will be staying in.
There was a Bobby hair on my nose.
It happens.
Yeah.
I, too,
Cat's
have
gonna
cat
cat.
hair sometimes, but not today somehow.
Hmm.
You got half the cats that I have.
True.
So.
And one of them is small.
But you let cats get on you when you're playing games and when you're on the PC.
Yes.
I'll let Bori in for like a minute or two, and then she gets all excited, like, "Oh, I could be in here." I'm like, "No, you can't be in here." But I let her.
Does her tail go like this?
Yeah, she gets really excited.
Nice. That's cute.
Then she like jumps into my lap, then jumps down, then jumps into my lap, then jumps down, then jumps into my lap, and jumps down, and then jumps into my lap, and then jumps down, and then I'm like, "All right, well that's enough." And then I kick her out.
Yeah. T1 have selected blue side. Makes sense. Maybe they can get the Draven this game,
Could happen.
but you don't want to pick it first.
They also might just ban Kaisa. Also.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
I keep my cats out of my PC room because I just don't want hair to damage my equipment. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I'd be totally down with them coming in.
Casters versus casters and media versus player on stage. Who wins a game of dodgeball?
Oh, we win 100%.
We destroy them. It's not even close. They're like, "Can I play with the mouse?" We say no, and we hit the mouse out of their hands with the dodgeball.
I would actually, like, legit catch every ball they throw and then basically knock all of them out, like, instantly within 30 seconds, and then they would still vote for Valdez for POG.
That's just the way it works. I do the boom boom damage. I was doing the chip damage, but you like got the last hits, so they knew. I thought Chatter was talking about Mundo Dodgeball. No, he was talking about real dodgeball.
That's
if
right.
he meant Mundo Dodgeball, he would have said Mundo Dodgeball.
We would also win Mundo Dodgeball. 100%.
Yeah, we're just better. What about dodgeball with actually infected cleavers?
We wouldn't play that.
We wouldn't play that. It's banned.
We won't be playing Draven either. Yeah, it's banned. Lee Sin, once again taken away from Lucid. Wait a minute, hold on. Valdez, remember the 13-13, like it was kind of
the cursed patch?
Cursed patch? What about cursed 13-0 D+? What if that's what's going on?
It could happen. It could not happen.
It could not happen.
It could happen by not happening.
Tristana gone again. Why is Tristana's face so big in the bands? I don't ever think about that.
I think it's because she's wearing a tinfoil hat, obviously, and they don't really want to show that on the broadcast.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, you can see kind of like the top of it. You're like, that's a little bit weird, so we're just gonna cut that off. So they had to zoom in all the way.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know about that. I was just always kind of curious.
These teams aren't trash. Nice. That's good. You can't you can't get banned for that. That's totally fair.
Yeah, they're legit teams. All right, so final ban here. Will we see Nico make it through? Is he nice Nikos? Kellen's adding his Nico. He is not going to stop.
It is.
Nico for nice.
Is it Nice Co now?
No, I think it's just Nico for nice.
What if Forrest plays it?
I do not advise this.
Aye! Uba!
All right, everybody chat. Calm down. Kaisa is available. But into Nico.
Annie is also available.
I think they'll pick Annie for sure. But
Annie Kaisa.
Could also be a Viego angle. Or if they're just like, nah, Thanatos Renekton.
What if his name
Renekton
was
Sejuani?
Thanatos the whole time?
I mean, that would be interesting, but I don't think that's how it is.
What if he is multiple Thanato?
Yeah, that could be it. What if he's Thana terms of service?
Yeah, could be. He is greater than a terms of service.
Yeah.
It works. I think you're onto something. Plural Thanato. Yeah.
That's actually it. We figured it out when he's having an on day or an off day. He's either greater Thanatos or less Thanatos.
It's perfect, actually. It works. Is today the day of Quinn? Where's Faker?
They didn't pick it last time.
Where's Fanker?
Where's Fanker? Let's see.
LMAO Caster's been hitting the drink too. Dude, I drank a huge coffee today. I drank so much coffee. I'm hitting that drink real hard.
Did get the venti myself.
Where's Fanta?
Where's Fanta?
I didn't have any Fanta today.
All right, well, it could have been Quinn. It's going to be Jax. Could have been anything else. It's going to be Annie.
Sounds sad about our current state of the meta.
Well, what about a Sejuani ban? What if it's Sejuani Annie connected? No
If that happens, we don't even have to play game 3. We can just move on.
Do you ever just ban Xayah and then still not get to play Kai'Sa? That's T1's MO.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nautilus is gone. The draft music's getting very intense as we find out what this last band's going to be.
Where is Poppy? Who are these champions?
Poppy is viable here, but I think those...
Poppy support? Poppy jungle for Lucid?
I think it could happen, but I think that probably Sejuani should see a ban here. I think that maybe they take a look at it. If they ban Rel here, Thanatos is going to have a fun game. They ban Poppy. Okay, now you just go Rel.
Why'd they have to ban Poppy?
And then Sejuani.
We could have had Nico and Annie and Poppy in the same game. Imagine the voice lines.
I don't want to imagine it, actually.
Be like, Oba, Tiba! Could have happened. Like, that could have been one team fight that we happened. That we had.
That we happened.
That we happened to
we
have.
happened the team fight.
We happened upon? Yeah.
So T1, let's see what we got here. What are we cooking? What's the answer? Oh? Oh, Vayne?
The
crank? The Vayne crank? Jax, Viego, Nico comp?
Oh, no, it's just Braum.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to level with you, Velas. I don't love the Braum here. Not really.
I love the Braum here.
Do you
just
really?
Just because it's Braum.
Rakan Vayne. The classic. Just play Heimerdinger.
You know, he might as well have just played, like, Singed.
I agree. Or Leona.
So, do you think he'll max
Sejuani?
E because he's playing with Vayne?
No, he's going to max Q.
So what is the Braum really for?
Are we just going to play Wukong and not play Sejuani? Into Braum? What did Lucid mean?
What did Lucid mean by this?
Well, I'm gonna level with the chat. I'm gonna be honest about how I feel about this.
What game are you gonna level in? Diablo?
Right now, trying to get all my lords to total level 50 in Fire Emblem for Game Boy Advance.
Oh.
But in terms of this draft, if I level here and flatten out for a second, just tell you guys the real truth, brass tacks, you know, down to like simplifying things.
America.
It's gonna be one-sided game. I think it's gonna be a little bit problematic here. Thinking T1 gonna have some troubles. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. It's gonna be a tough one. Although this Wukong pick makes it less troublesome in the top lane. I think it's still going to be quite troublesome. I think it's going to be an issue. This D+ draft, I think it's pretty good. I think Vayne does not have a place in this meta. Let's see if Smash can prove me wrong.
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no, but
I don't think so.
I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong here. Not as much as some people love the Braum, but I would love to be wrong.
Love to be wrong, but we don't love the Braum. And the Braum's going to have Q. That's just the way it's going to go.
Who is the guy in the chat who is kind of bald and keeps getting posted? Who is this character who keeps getting posted in the chat?
It's Tyler 1.
Who's that? I'm just trolling.
Oh, I think it's actually Draven.
Oh, it's Draven.
Yeah, it must be.
Who's that guy who just keeps coming into the chat? Who's watching us nowadays? That was tricky. We navigated through it.
Whoa. Did you
What
guys
do you
hear?
mean by that?
Did you guys hear the Marine?
Yes, they did. Yeah, that about sums up the matchup. that's about the extent of it, chat. It walks towards Vayne, press
KDA,
Q,
Kaisa.
and
Wolf, we gotta follow the formula. What's your favorite skin?
Do
Do you like Santa? How did they get the rights to Santa Claus?
Yeah, that's usually what I say.
Where did the chimney come from?
That looks like Callista with this skin a little bit. It's doing a Callista cosplay here. The
Did Valdez
crossbow
miss a no, we
looks
did
like
it together.
a spear.
I would never miss a do-do-do.
Nah.
That would never happen.
Nah, we just are so in sync you can't even tell we're two voices.
We need KDA Gragas.
Yes. I actually think that that's what KDA is missing. Some strong
How do you
belly
feel?
energy.
Yeah. Belly energy. Didn't Riot buy Santa and Christmas from the Pope in 2018? Or am I No, I think that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Might have been 2017, but I think you're mostly correct. Yeah.
They had to concede to allow the Pope to say that video games were evil a few times, but we got there in the end. Like, the Pope was like, okay, religious people everywhere can say video games are bad for their kids. It's not true, but you can say it. We'll let it happen if we can have Santa Claus.
And now we have Santa Claus.
That was the deal.
I think it was a good trade.
Yeah, I mean, because it's expired. Now we get Santa forever. They only got to say, like, video games are bad for kids, like, twice or something, and then that's the end of it. Not allowed to say it anymore. Everybody knows the truth. It's the future.
We
Video
are
gaming.
from the future,
Yeah.
actually.
I will
We
tell
are.
you guys that video games exist in 2025. Right here in the present time in which I am recording this broadcast.
I thought we were recording in 2023 a cast from 2025.
I don't know, you tell me.
I don't know. Where am I?
Well, see, this is where it gets tricky. The timelines, the Challengers universes are starting
Am
to
I
become a
in
little bit
a
twisted.
paradox?
I think the Challengers memes are starting to eat themselves.
But is it like the snake that's eating itself? So it's like time is a circle, you know?
The Ouroboros?
Yeah, that one.
I don't know. Maybe
We're Fonker.
the Challengers Ouroboros is a Cassiopeia eating itself, yeah.
All right, nice little play. Flash forward, linking up the stuns. Down goes Pull Bay as Forrest declares that DK will lose game 13.
You know, if it wasn't a Wukong, could have been something. Could have been, yeah. Could have been, you know, potentially some
It's
counterplay
gonna
there.
be me. He missed that cannon, by the way.
He did. So let's watch this one more time. Pull Bay has his stun prepped. He thinks he's safe. But then, Flash comes in, they trade stuns, and Forrest is like, goodbye.
He flashed. Like root flash? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I mean, it could happen.
And then
So 2 flashes for 1, but plus 400 gold, plus the assist gold. I think he'll take it as T1. He just wants to be Vayne too. He's like, well, I'm going to have fun with the Vayne pick as well. I get to clone Vayne. That never happens in pro play.
chat thinking that kill matters when T1 is playing this game without an ADC. True. Very true.
Hey, Vayne has 3 dematerializers.
What did she mean by this?
3 extra minions for free, plus better clear as Vayne later on. Hold on, side lane Vayne? I mean, Smash is keeping it even in CS. They're going to get first Drake. Wait a minute, chat. Is that Uzi? Wait, have we actually underestimated the power of Vayne?
Tried getting into voice acting. No, I have not. Should I? Maybe I should. Well, there's another route. Oh, that's the end of Forest, actually, as now T1 are routed. And Route isn't even on this team. Nice, in a lot of trouble here. The Q comes through as we have a little bit of a Kaisa moment. Rahel going to get pretty fed early on in this game.
I feel like T1 didn't really know who they wanted to kill there. As Nice was looking for the flank. They didn't have setup for Smash. It's very messy. So look at this fight again. They have control of the Drake, like that much is not something you can dispute, but Nice, instead of actually looking to help his team win the core of this fight, decides to back off and look for full bait. He actually gets a big root here.
Missed the Q.
Yeah. Maybe they actually win this, but they decided they wanted to get out, and yet still kind of committed. It was a bit messy. They got the Drake, though, in the end. Keep the singing to yourself. This is a professional game.
No, I was enjoying it. He
This
was
is a
like,
professional
I'm not
game.
Nico. I'm not Nico. Why is Thanatos in the mid lane?
You wouldn't. You think Nico
He's a
would
top
go
laner.
on the internet and tell lies?
No, you would never do that.
Thanatos is just trying to get some extra CS. You know, trying to get some extra farm. That's too many melee minions. Yeah, that's right. Get
Oh,
back.
it started running away. Man, that minion is just crazy. Had a little bit too much coffee.
Much like myself.
Yeah. This is what we do at the Challengers broadcast. We come here, we drink the coffee, and then we talk about the video game. Or the non-video game.
The Q missed. Thank God he's got a reduced
too
cooldown.
much. Oh, no, he's okay.
Reduced Q cooldown. Gonna help out, you know. One more? Any Qs?
No, he ain't about that.
Ain't about that.
Yeah.
He's got 3 points in his Q.
Thankfully, he's got a quicker cooldown on that one.
You may have gotten him, but he will just walk it out. Get that Tibbers gold. Smite. Oh!
Got him.
Plus 50.
Huge.
This game is just like, I'm going to be honest with you guys in chat. I would say I'm just really confessing the honesty. This game is difficult to quantify because it is a very strong team with Kellen playing as well versus a team that has a draft that is very difficult to execute really at any point in the mid game. Like the mid game is going to be really rough unless they have really great engages. So there's some small. Okay. He stole it.
He did it.
Yeah, so the news isn't getting better, but yeah, it's really difficult to explain the trouble that T1 finds themselves in without being able to show it with a gold graph. Although if one did come up, it would show about a 2,000 gold lead. This bottom lane is problematic as Kai's going to pick up a plate here. Smash 20 CS behind. It doesn't feel good right now if you're a T1 Challengers fan. But
yeah, it feels about a 3 out of 10.
But don't worry, there's always next week.
There's also later in the week where they do play another vessel.
That's true.
Yeah.
They won't be streamed by us, but
It will happen. It definitely does happen. That Wukong is probably extract camper on Tarkov. No idea what that means. But sometimes words are said and, you know, things happen and nobody knows what they mean.
Tarkov is that game that's always got way too many viewers on Twitch when you go to the browse section, but you're like not really sure what it is, and you click on it, and then you actually find yourself a little bit more confused, and then you leave, and then you don't see it again for a few months, and then you're like, huh, Tarkov's up there on the top categories. What's going on with that?
Yeah, and you have to escape from it, but like, why?
Yeah.
And what's the story?
Is
on
it
that?
PvE? Is it PvP?
No idea.
Why are the streamers so angry? I don't know.
I think there are guns. Yeah, sometimes people shoot things, and when they're shooting, I'm like, what is he shooting at? There's nothing there. Why am I watching that? And then I turn off the stream. I don't know. That's basically...
That's my understanding, which is not a lot.
That's basically what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, Tarkov is a mystery to us. We, as AI, cannot grasp our intelligences around it. Nice. He is...
Oh! Bit of an engage as Nico did Nico things. Nice on the run, but Tibbers had something to say about that. And you know what? They all did survive, and Nice has TP.
Yeah. Is this the turnaround?
No. There's a chance.
I'm actually telling you guys there's not a chance. He doesn't have Pop Blossom or Flash.
Oh, Tarkov is the new Void champion. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I don't think so, but okay. I don't think so, chat. I think it's an FPS game.
I don't think so. I just saw people
hold on, the counter TP on a flank?
Oh, but the flank got flanked by fake Diego?
Oh, he queued?
The Q doing huge burst damage from Bao, just really layering that damage on in there. As Thanatos actually getting Veined right now, goes in alone against an ulting Vayne, and now the fight is broken up. The Vayne gets 2 kills as the Jack steals away 1 for some reason. Probably because the Vayne's not going to be a champion in a little bit, but that's still okay as T1 going to take the fight down.
I lied to you guys again, chat. I told you there was no way. I told you there was no chance.
So that was less than a toast, right?
Yeah, no, that was less than a toast, yeah, for sure. He's less than or equal to toast. Yeah, he pulled the Wolf Renekton moment where he's calling in comms like, I'm diving, I'm dead.
Going in.
So he flashed in, gets caught by the stun from Forest as well as the Vayne knockback, and is just killed by the turret MVP.
Yeah.
Smash comes in here, gets a second kill, and then for some reason, as you mentioned, Dahl stole his third, but Jack's got to be fed. He's got to be a side lane threat too. He's, you know, 14 CS down. Jax needs some love, needs some gold. And T1...
It's a full moon tonight. That's what he said.
600 gold lead, Valdez. This is a replay.
Pulbe dies.
No!
Wrecked.
No!
Yes.
He just straight up died to the passive pop. Oh. 4 stacks of Dark Seal? Nah.
What did
T1?
they mean by this?
You can't even call Bible back down up. It's the last game of the series.
You can't call him down, back up, down, up again. Oh, man. What are they going to do? Well, they got Obad, and now, I mean, Lucid is ulting Forest alone, as he does have Annie making his way over, but the Heartbreaker and the flash follow. Lucid, he's angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
I would, to be honest. I'll take him as happy and as angry. And as lukewarm.
Wow. That's really accepting of you, Wolf. I applaud that. That's very emotionally mature of you, Wolf.
What did she mean by "I" there?
Actually, that
Do you
means
speak
I'm going to run
Nico?
away. Yeah.
Okay. So this is just a bit of a face check. And he ults. Lusta has flash. And red buff. That's the end of that. Annie also dropping Tibbers for the support. So D+, bringing it back a little bit. Back into the forefront. Not quite, but back into 500 gold territory. Soul point, deniable. Feels very deniable. Loser doesn't have flash for the next fight. That's somewhat problematic. They're actually all flashless at the moment. Pulbe should have his up for that dragon fight, but it's Oba.
It's
Oba!
Oba!
All right, well,
sports.
This game,
it's in the game.
This game is really weird because Vayne is still not going to be a champion, but maybe with enough of a lead, with enough of a front line, like she can kind of be a champion actually. Maybe she could be like really be a champion.
With the Braum here, maybe, you know, could happen.
Could even make Wolf love the Braum if he is able to pull it off.
Wait, Vayne doesn't have teleport. That's strange.
Pulbe had no mana for a stun. That was really scary.
Oba.
She needs a new catchphrase. I'm gonna be the one to say it right now.
I don't know if I want to hear Nico say anything else.
It's just a bit, it's a bit overused at this point.
So Vayne doesn't have wave clear, but she does.
If she has a Shiv, there's nothing she can't do. Except tank, probably, like, you know, until she gets better items. It's probably just gonna just zapping people. The weird thing about Shiv on Vayne is that it solves her wave clear problem, but it makes her even less of a champion in team fights. She's like, I'm poking, oh, I'm dead. I'm not supposed to be close to them. I don't have any ranged abilities to proc Shiv in a team fight.
So the Vayne counter into Kai'Sa is because you can tumble away from W's.
Who said that?
I said that.
Oh. I thought somebody in chat was like,
no, that was
to be a Reddit
I know chat casts
analyst.
sometimes, but that was me this time.
Is that it? That's the only reason?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, look at the Braum Qmax help on the wave clear, though.
Huge.
Synergy. Thanatos. Thought maybe something was going to happen here, but actually Wukong's on the other side of the map, so never mind.
There is a mosquito flying around.
Yeah.
I smacked it once.
But that's not enough. Not for Korean mosquitoes. Korean mosquitoes,
Yeah,
by the way, are
superhuman.
next level. If you think like Korean dominance in League of Legends, you know, during the SKT era was like Korean dominance. No, it's Korean Mogi dominance. Korean mosquitoes are nothing like what you'll find outside of Korea. They will avoid you. They will bite and escape. They are unkillable.
Immune.
You actually have to legit have like equipment.
You do.
Like we actually have tools for this. All right. I don't know about this setup here for the engage for D+. Jax says teleport. Thanatos does have his flashback. Lucid's coming up soon, but not going to have it in time for this Drake fight. And he's already used his Warrior's Trickster.
Warrior Trickster.
Whatever,
Not the
Valdez.
Warrior's Trickster.
It's one warrior,
different.
and he's tricking him in this case.
Molde, rooted and attacked. That wasn't very nice. And now, with Dahl roaming down, Infernal, actually Mountain Soul. I don't know why that looks like an Infernal. Oh, we do have a teleport coming in, though, from both of the solo laners at the same time. Nice timing, very well done. Good teamwork as the Tivers hits nothing. And Nice goes in, he gets a massive Pop Blossom, but the follow-up is not there because Vayne's not a champion. Smash in the backline, though, is beginning to chunk Thanatos as, well, eventually he is just going to have to flash away, and unfortunately still not a champion. Down will go the Dragon as DK will win the team fight.
Yeah, damage dealt. Not that high considering the engage. And Kellen, he had an opportunity to just flash Magnet Storm 4 people, but he waited. Look at where Kellen is. Okay, we're gonna really watch the whole fight. So look at Kellen's angle here. When he's got 4 he can actually engage onto. He just kind of sits back here. Doesn't actually do anything. He's got Rahel on the top side here. He just wants to wait and see if they can chip away with the W's. And then Nice sees an opportunity to go in. But the Cyclone turn with Renekton, some big circle gameplay. Lord Drinker plus Empowered Q is a lot of healing, and he will eventually go down. But yeah, some circles were activated. I don't care about your opinion on it, Kai'Sa.
And you know who is a champion? It's Kai'Sa, turns out.
Yeah, she wanted to poke, and Nice said no, and then they were like, all right, well, you're going into our circles, so be it. And that was how it would be. And how it was. Lucid, no flash. Sorry.
And then nothing happened.
No.
Vayne's trying her best.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
some Shiv champions waiting for minions in this turn-based strategy game.
Yeah. First, Vayne attacks the wave. And then, Kai'Sa attacks the wave. And then,
Wait for it.
Vayne attacks the wave. Oh, the
Oh,
Braum.
the Braum value? Pushing
Level
for turret?
2? Level
What?
2?
Oh, the Shiv counter.
So this is what Chronicler meant by he loves the Braum.
Ah, I don't think he said it this time, though.
I'm pretty sure he said it alone in his house. Just didn't say it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
I think he's contractually obligated to. It's true.
That's not a sign contract.
Happened.
Nice.
Now,
He's
nice.
Is he Jax? I don't think so.
He's Oba, gets a Pop Blossom, and now he gets down on the ground.
He's like, maybe they'll think I'm Jax and we'll walk away. They did not think he was Jax. They knew. They were not fooled. He's dead. D+. Down on gold, but they are winning these fights repeatedly. They have Baron control. Where's the engage without a Nico? I just don't see it. I don't see it, fellas. I don't see the angle, but they have to contest anyways. Braum engage, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, the Braum.
They got him off the Baron, which
Nailed the door.
I don't know if they had to.
Now T1 are going to do the Baron.
Yeah, I don't actually. This is D+.
Well, they have a lot of Baron damage, but they're also going to take a lot of damage from Baron. See how it works. And from Kai'Sa.
Remember that Bible is the shot caller for D+, so some of these objective setups and the shot calling here.
Sounds like, I don't know.
I mean, he's
Do
not,
whatever you want.
he's not used to playing with this team, so not only is he a pretty quiet player, generally speaking, but he also is not going to be the one who's making the really decisive calls. As nice as trying to clear and set up some vision here for Baron, and that's why he is caught. Turning into Jax won't fool this team. They're going to punish him. He also uses his Pop Blossom here, which is really problematic because he's not going to have it for the Baron fight that they tried to look for. Unfortunate. He does have it now. I don't know if it was really luck related, but yeah, that's what the kids say.
Just blame it on luck, regardless.
What's a googs? I don't think they
What is
threw that.
Scarfumber?
I think it's an SKT fan thing.
Oh, it's Scarf. Do you think he just smashed his hand on the keyboard and he's like, this seems good?
Probably. Wolf guy, that's a pretty cool idea.
Wolf guy. Braves listen to the Bible.
There's no wolf girl, he's a wolf guy.
True.
The rare wolf guy. Wow, we found him.
Where's Wolf Man? Is that you?
Could be.
No, you're Proxy Wolf. That's why you play Renekton, so you can Proxy the wave.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
trying to smack this
cryo.
mosquito.
Yeah, every time you attack the mosquito, it draws my attention because I'm like, Valdez, you've lived here long enough to know that it's futile.
Well, I gotta hold the mic in the other hand.
I'm just glad
so
he's
you
on
know.
your side of the room because he's gonna bite you, but he's not gonna bite me. Okay,
Here
here's
we
the
go.
engage.
Little spinny, lots of circles as the Boom Boom is coming through. Nice, a little bit of trouble, but they might be able to take out Bay. But no, he is going to stay alive. Lucid's the one that goes down. The damage is in there. Look at Smash, though. He is kept alive, kept available. He's doing the damage. Is Vayne a thing in Challengers? It's looking like it. If nobody attacks the Vayne, is she there to exist? Yes, she is. And that's going to be a win here for T1 in the fight.
That's about as close as she'll get to a Renekton, though. That's about as close. She's like, full health Renekton, full Fury. It's about one auto is about all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to walk away. That fight was very disjointed as the Wukong ultimate and the Pop Blossom are kind of traded, so a lot of the engage is now gone, but then both teams disconnected. Look at where the 80 carries are when the fight starts. Like, both of them are still not there, Rahel's not there. There he goes in. Smash, still not there, still not hitting anybody. Still, okay, now he's killing Bay. I think if Smash is actually here faster and isn't just pushing the wave in mid, maybe they actually do exist. Like, maybe Vayne does actually do things. Maybe she is a champion. She's only half of a champion in this case. But Triforce is done. Got an extra Hearthbound Axe.
Yeah. This game is actually pretty interesting. Although there is a mosquito in the chat asking who has the tastiest blood type, so that's also very interesting. Yeah, there's a real mosquito in the chat. He's asking who has the tastier blood type. Well, I'm O positive, so...
I'm an AB, so...
Yeah, I think I win.
No, I don't think you do.
I think I do.
If you look generic normal blood, then I guess so.
Yeah, I'm just a normie blood type.
I'm actually like straight up. I'm the rare, Michelin star blood. You're over here like you're just a basic roll or something. You're like a Hawaiian roll.
I'm just a bagel. Yeah, maybe bagel is giving me a little bit too much credit.
Your blood tastes like microwaved mayonnaise for nuggies.
Yeah, it's pretty good. bet. 2k damage over Kaisa less fate and not champion casters, please. True.
The Mosquito's just basic, I guess. That's fine. He can have his own taste.
It's basic Mosquito. I like it.
Sometimes you're in the mood for a bagel. Who is ever in the mood for a plain bagel with nothing on it without being toasted?
You should ask my sister.
Is anyone ever just like, you know what, I'd like the most boring food ever, please?
Yeah.
Put it in my body.
Hey, don't call out all the Americans like that.
I mean,
It's
there's
not very
everything
nice.
bagels, raisin bagel, I'll give you that. You know, some of the sour cream bagels without like actual sour cream, but kind of built into the bagel. You know what I'm talking about? The onion bagel. Come on.
Come on.
Basic plain bagel. Plain bagel, you gotta put something on that. You gotta put something on that. That's like eating just plain white rice. Don't do it. Kimchi at least. Come on.
Bagels feel like a waste of carbs. How about baked bean bagels?
I've never had that before, but I'm not opposed to it.
We love the Braum here. That was an excellent cue.
This game is actually really close. And like everything we've said about Smash not being a thing is kind of not coming true because D+ have been very disjointed. They're not actually using their engages, minus that one really cool fight where they turned on the dragon. Besides that, we haven't really seen them use their comp to its full potential. Magnet Storms and Cyclones together, that's the combo, but you wouldn't know it if you've been watching this game so far because it's kind of been defensive Cyclones from Lucid, and we're not really seeing the whole comp come together. And when it comes together badly, Vayne is just like, cool, you guys are all in melee range of me? Well, that's what I'm here for. That's why I picked this champion. And we were kind of doubting, and I think we weren't wrong to doubt.
I'm a doubter.
But I'll be honest, I'm still a doubter. But
You can put that red 2 next to my name in the Twitch chat. I'm a doubter.
the fact of the matter is 302, 600 gold bounty, should win in team fights.
No.
I don't know. 200,000 or
Doubter.
2,000 gold up.
Oh, the Braum is not in this fight, as Nice now has to pop blossom thin air, but so does Pulbay. You know, he wants to make it even. The Q over the wall, though, as Pulbay might just be dead. The TP comes in, but the follow-up from Kellen is huge. He turns the fight, as now Vayne on Kaisa. Who's going to win, I wonder? It's Kaisa. That's what he got. It's Kaisa every time. So now, 5v3. DK might just be able to get the Sparring.
So it wasn't really the synergy I was referencing, but eventually Kellen did get on top of them with his ultimate, and that was good enough. That was it. That was the answer they needed. D+ now going to get Baron, and subsequently we'll be able to take the gold lead with the amount of turrets they can grab here in mid and bottom. As yeah, this fight is a little bit messy. Bout way off on the side, and then the engage comes through here from Lucid. And it's just like Cyclone for Pop Blossom trades literally every fight. And as you mentioned, the Tibbers goes wide, but the Jax flank seemed good, but it's countered by, that's right, one Stasis. And then Magnet Storm wins the day. Thanatos is like, I've got a circle for that circle, and that's going to be Baron. And it should be mid turret and bottom turret. It's going to be a big power play.
A big power play, indeed.
Big one.
A large one, not a decently. Okay, come on.
Speaking of not large,
Pulbay, what's going on today? Maybe he didn't have his wheat bix today. We should ask Max if he gave some.
that's a huge ultimate down for this fight.
Yeah.
It is soul for T1 if they get it. They should use the Baron to push this wave in mid, threaten the turret, look for some prio. Kellen's got his ult back up.
Dahl is getting in there. He says it's a full moon again tonight.
Okay, Lucid is on a control ward. This is the flank angle. He actually is going to look for it.
He's getting in there. The Vayne is in a lot of trouble, but Smash gets away. A huge Pop Blossom to zone. As I'm just watching the Vayne, he has a lot of space. He's trying to get in there, trying to take out the low health members. As now Thanatos trying to zone him away, will land the stun and take him out. That's 1,000 gold. Jeez. Huge shutdown as now Thanatos is against the entire enemy team. As some stuns are coming through, and Dahl on this Jax might just be a little bit too strong for the side of Thanatos as he is trying to go 1v3 once again, but he will be taken out. That is an ace for T1.
So you're telling me there's a Vayne and a Kaisa in this comp. The Vayne enemy team is on...
There's not. There's only top.
No. I'm telling you, so there's a Vayne in melee range of 5 people
while also having no damage being under. She has complete space, and yet it's the top laner who 7,000 damage. Look at Thanatos stand on this team, while also Dahl counter-strikes all of T1 and just bops them repeatedly, while nobody can lock him down, nobody can do anything. This is peak challenge right here. This is it. I don't know if it gets more challengers than this. Like, that was straight up 10 people standing on one Renekton Q's width of space. Like, actually, that just happened. And you know what? T1, they ulted and used their abilities second. And that's the defenders. That's what I call defenders advantage, Valdez. That's Mountain Soul and T1 taking away all of the Barons. They did not collect mid gold. They did not collect the bottom turret. They did not pass go. They will not get $200, Valdez. T1 look like they might be winning this series. This team might win a game.
It's kind of insane, but like, look at. I mean, there's a Zhonya's finish now for the Jax. He has Mountain Soul, and the Vayne is very tanky, actually. I mean, you got Wit's End, you got a Trinity Force, you have Mountain Soul, you have Guardian Angel and Maw of Malmortius here with plated steel caps for Forest, so he's not dying either.
Yeah, I mean,
and a lot of the damage on the side of DK is burst oriented.
The Locket is also super high value for Bout. Like, every time he uses it, he's like, 5 people get shields, and it blocks the Renekton damage. The engage angle was really good for Lucid because he had the flank, but the target selection didn't leave me inspired, let's say. Wasn't too happy with how that all went down.
You didn't get Karma shielded?
No. I did not.
Weird.
I don't know what that feels like, but it probably doesn't. It feels better than this, I think. I think someone's at the door, Valdez.
Yeah, someone's knocking.
I think your package is here.
Dahl Big Brain still kill early to carry later. True. Turns out that the top lane is the only thing that matters. In fact, our AD carry should just go tank.
Yeah, actually,
like Smash has already done that.
I think you're right. Yeah, so T1 did it, man. They know the way. Oh, -1, +1. So the next team fight is going to be on this Baron. Do an ult and flash check here. Lucid does have flash ult. Obey no flash. And no flash for Rahel. The flash engage angle for Nice is there, but they'll also flashless. Like, these are the champions as we go full circle mode. And keep our eye on, because the flash makes you get into the circle faster. You could be the first one to flash in, starts the circle.
Is it better to be the one that starts the circle or the one that like gets in there at the end?
Usually in the end. In these comps, like, actually usually it's the first one has the advantage, but when both teams have the circles, I mean, it's like 2 tops crashing into each other. You don't want to be the first one to start spinning. You're going to fall down first.
I think we need to ban Annie for full day. She's not having a great game on this one. The Tibbers are not hitting champions. Now they're hitting the ground very hard, and then he's running around and kind of swiping at things awkwardly.
Because you haven't been really calling out the T-Buzz.
Oh, you know what? Maybe
it's
that's
all
it.
you.
I haven't been buffing the Tibbers. Sorry, guys. I'll work on it.
He is killing those minions, though. So now they don't have Annie ultimate for the Baron. But that's okay, because T1's going to give him some time to get that cooldown back. Not going to be starting this Baron up. Not going to be clearing that control ward either. They should know that Fulbay doesn't have his ult, and that they could push for this. Just because they should doesn't mean they do. Just because they don't doesn't mean they won't.
That's very deep, Wolf. I didn't consider that myself. We are entering Burger Flip the game territory. Yes, we are. We definitely are. And, you know, anything could happen at this point as Lucid trying to tank it up. Forest was pretty tanky, but now he is not. He's on the run, has taken a huge chunk of damage. Dominus, though, is procced here for Thanatos.
I mean, they used more tools than T1. T1, to follow my top analogy, they want to spin second. And they could just wait for this Force, going to heal up very quickly here. Doesn't have his lifeline, but can use this Honey Fruit to get back up to full, and then maybe they'll start a Baron. They're going to do it. Smash is like, I'm Vayne, I do a lot of damage to Baron.
Yeah, he does.
And
so does Fars.
Doll's over the wall here. Nice has a good big setup.
The root is huge. T1 might just make this happen with Nice. Heading up this huge engage, and now the rest of the team is on the run. Kellen, the first one to go down. The stun comes in from Doll. It's going to be GA taken away from Thanatos. Now, well, this is why you don't face check the Nico, or maybe they should have just banned it, Wolf.
Yeah, maybe that could have been the solution, but I think the other solution was not to Wukong ult with Annie ult early and then walk away from the fight and allow T1 to start Baron. But that's also what happened. So there was a zero-sum situation for D+ when this happens, because what do? After you've used all of your tools, you can't actually then fight anything, and then they set up for this route. They just funnel right in, and I mean, guess what? The circles are still up for T1. So I was saying, you hold on to those, then you go in. And the slow from the Braum Q?
Oh, man.
Guaranteed Thanatos dies, loses his GA,
Elder
and that's
flip?
an Elder angle.
Any Elder flippers in the
I don't
chat?
think they're flipping.
Did anyone bring their flippers to the beach? No, they didn't. Fulbay's gonna just die. As this, oh, he hit the Tibbers. Okay, Tiva, he did it. I said it. It happens, but he's dead. And now the Elder Drake, looking pretty spicy, looking pretty tasty for T1. You know, they're adding some salt, some pepper. Let's see how it works as over the wall goes Doll. He's just looking for the 2v5. They just want to end this game as the Braum goes down and the massive buff blossom again. And with the Elder buff, this should be enough unless Rahel is able to carry this. Is he going to pull a Deft?
He's got GA, so I don't
The
think
Deft
so.
angle 1Q. Nope, not going to happen. The execute comes through, and the Vayne is a champion more than Kaisa at the end of the game.
Yeah, I guess so. So who's POG though? Is it mid?
It's mid.
I
It
think
has
it's
to
mid.
be.
Yeah, I think
Nice. I mean, he
think I'm
had
going
some
mid.
rough times, but he also, oh man, this is when all the bans start coming. I'm getting excitable. I get to ban so many people as they're angry that DK lost. Oh, this is exciting. T1 though, they're gonna end the streak of D+ Kia here unless Fulbay has.
Is Tibbers coming up? It's coming up. Hold on, one more second.
He's trying to get this wave. He is going to hit the Tibbers on the smash. Smash lives, but the rest of the team just hits the Nexus, and that is going to be the end of the streak. DK is taken out by 2 and 10 T1 as they get a massive upset here tonight.
It is the first series loss for D+. They lost last week their first game, lost a second one to Kwangdong Freaks, and then tonight will lose their first series. They will now be 12-1, still maintaining that first place spot. The domination we have seen from this team, a team that was 20-0, a team that had not dropped a single game, as wavering, and that dominant team, I didn't see them on the Rift tonight. This was not the same D+ Kia that was absolutely crushing all season long. This was a different D+ Kia Challengers team. Doppelgangers, it felt like, as we're going to do Fulbay dirty and watch him die one more time here, as this fight is about as straight up as it gets. As yes, we did see a cool attempt here from Rahel, doing some decent poke. He's level 18. I think he's nearly full build at this point as well. Does a ton of damage with his Q, but at the end of the day, Elder gets hit, and then, yeah, goodbye. There's just not much Rahel can do. Even if he ends up getting that second kill on the Smash, he still dies, and they still win the game. But it would have bought them a lot of time. Like, Smash dying here might have meant that they actually don't have enough damage to end, but despite the Vayne kind of being a champion, still 6k damage higher for the Kaiser.
I mean, at the end of the day, with the top lane getting more important, the Jax getting fed, the Nico getting fed, the Vayne was all right, because there's a lot of pressure taken away from her. Generally, if she's the only carry, there's an issue, because everybody just tunnels onto her, you kill her, and you win the game. But they couldn't deal with, first of all, Doll. Second of all, Nice with all of his great engages. Forest was doing a good job of taking aggro and getting resets, and then you just had Vayne there, who eventually was going to scale and do a lot of damage. So, you know, jokes aside, it was actually a very nice look to the side of T1. I think you love to see it.
T1 played overall well, but I think D+ really not living up to the D+ we've been watching. Like I said, I mean, this is their first loss of the season, but to lose to T1, little bit odd. And also, I mean, Kellen, the lack of shot calling, I think really was, you could really feel it. You could really see the difference that it made when Bible's not on the roster. And yes, Bible had a really rough game 1. It was definitely not a good look. And I mean, obviously he played yesterday, he's been prepping for other stuff, but he looked very off, and they put Kellen in, and then D+, yeah, they win game 2, but the shot calling a little bit rough around the edges there. And then game 3, they had so many engage options, and they just couldn't put 2 and 2 together. I mean, the pull bait misses as well were very problematic. Can't put everything on Kellen coming in here as a non-shot caller, but let's just say there's no depth in this team. He's not going to be the one making the calls when Kellen's not.
Yeah, definitely a little bit disjointed, and I think it is telling that D+, you know, they drop a game to Bro, they drop a game to Kwangdong, they're not looking quite like themselves, and then they come into the next series, and what happens? T1 plays a great series, and D+ can't rise to the task.
So D+, they have been the favorites for challengers and have lost at the end when it matters most every time. I mean, it was Nongshim who took them out in DRX, and now is this season, are they going to lose to Hanwha in the playoffs? You know, what's going to happen here, Valdez? Like, D+ always start off strong, but eventually there's some sort of burnout or some sort of fizzling out towards the end right before playoffs. Is nice. We'll pick up POG.
Nice.
Nice.
Not even 699 DPM. Not nice. Still nice, though.
Close enough.
Close enough. And I think the CC score, however accurate or inaccurate it is, that's really what it came down to. Like, he had multiple great picks. He even got that solo kill into pull bait the one time. And the dude just had a great day out. I think that this is what happens, right? There's so much talent in Korea, and Faker gets injured. That's very unfortunate, but it gives Poby a chance to go up, and then we finally get to see Nice. We had no idea what he was capable of because we never got to see him. But because of the situation, he comes out, he carries the team, and now we know what he's capable of. It's really cool.
Very strong mid laner, and with the setup he was given by D+, to be totally frank, he delivered. And that's all it takes sometimes is catching the dodgeball, to go back to our dodgeball reference where we would totally own media easily.
No, it's us and media against the pros.
Well, I thought it was us against media.
We would totally own media, too. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if media's on my team, man, I'm not playing. I'm like the pros. If half of our team is media, there's just no way. There's just absolutely no way.
Would you say this is a nice day? Well, we are getting closer to the 9-game nice day.
We're a third of the way there.
We have started off on the right foot. Wolf, he started off today. He said, today's going to be a 6-gamer, and immediately cursed it all so that we have a chance at the 9 games. Thank you once again, Wolf, for that. And
you're welcome. I do my part.
Now there is a decent chance, I'd say. There's a small chance. We still have a couple of other matchups that on paper should be pretty one-sided to one team, but what's more one-sided than DK against any team, especially T1, who were in 9th place coming into today? This was the most one-sided series,
next series
and it was 3 games.
The next series is the one that's supposed to go 3, so let's see if
maybe it goes 2.
Expectations could be subverted there. Yeah, maybe. Bro will 2-1 Nongshim, says Teamy. We will see about that.
Teamy
05, to be precise.
Yes. He, I believe he is the one that came up with Ghost Lady.
Ah.
Yeah. Very, very famous Brendan Valdez.
Coined a very famous term.
Yep.
Oh ha 9-game day pray. Wolf guy keeps getting timed out. Feels bad, man.
He's just a giga chat. He put too many capitals in the chat.
He knows the result.
That was not me. Oh, it wasn't you, Timmy? Was it Mira? I guess it was Mira. Oh well. Timmy, you were there before him though.
Wow, he doesn't even know who coined the famous term.
Wolf guy was the mosquito who asked about the blood types.
Get him.
Are you a fan of Baja Blast? Yeah, it's pretty good.
No. Baja Blast, really?
Wolf, you don't even like ice cream.
Just stick with. If you're gonna drink Baja Blast, just drink regular Mountain Dew. Like
Baja Blast is a good version of Mountain Dew.
I legit will drink Mountain Dew on 2 occasions though in my entire life. One is if I'm eating Doritos and like I'm at a PC bong, like literally the meme, I'll do it. The other is if I'm eating Taco Bell. Those are like the 2 times I will ever drink Mountain Dew.
Makes sense, yeah.
And I go to the PC bong about once every 5 years, and I go to Taco Bell about once every 10 years.
Yeah, you know what? As a little celebration of T1's victory, I went to the T1 base camp. Their PC bong in Korea. It's very nice.
Do they have Mountain Dew though?
They do have Mountain Dew.
They
In
don't have
fact, my
Taco Bell,
friend got no. They don't have Taco Bell at the T1 base
I'm
camp.
just saying.
You could get it ordered though. That is a possibility. They will let you do that. He did drink Mountain Dew, my friend, and he said it was very tasty.
Do they have Doritos?
They do.
But they're Korean Doritos, probably.
Korean Doritos.
But I
yeah.
mean, good enough. Good enough.
Do they have Baja Blast though? I don't think so.
I don't think Korea has ever had Baja Blast, and I'd like to keep it that way.
They don't have it at Taco Bell?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think you're right. They had Mountain Dew, but it wasn't Baja Blast.
Yeah. Korean Doritos are very different, so be prepared. Even though
Yeah,
it says
just
the
don't
same
even-
flavor, it says it's nacho cheese flavor.
Just don't even eat it.
Careful about Dodohan nacho as well.
Oh God, the worst.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's just not
It's
that
just
good.
really not.
It's
good.
really different. It is possible to get the original Doritos, though. I know a place, and I won't share it.
See,
I need to keep it
YouTube
for
chat
myself.
just doesn't get it. They say Mountain Dew tastes like liquid diabetes. That's the point. YouTube chat's always struggling, man. Never thriving. We the people want emotes. Well, you guys are going to have to make a bigger deal about it than you are currently if you want emotes.
There needs to be a
Otherwise, you'll
front
be
page,
ignored forever.
front page Reddit post about this.
Yeah,
Needs
even
to be
then, probably
9,000
ignored.
upvotes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it probably, if it was that big, maybe you guys can make it happen. Maybe we can make Challengers the biggest stream on Twitch.television. .tv.
Twitch. Is that what TV stands for?
I think so. I think it stands for television.
How do you know it's not Tel Aviv?
Because that would be really weird.
Could be.
And also, like,
You never know.
you usually don't have, like, the last letter be the second letter of an abbreviation like that.
It could happen.
That would be like TA, you know. They want more emotes. That's what they said. That's what they're telling us.
We want more
Valdez.
emotes. And you know how easy it is? Have you ever added 7TV emotes to your chat, Wolf?
Yeah.
It's really easy.
It's a point and click kind of situation.
It's really, really easy.
Easy.
Easy clap. The TV extensions for Tuvalu. All right, Wolf.
Do we read YouTube chat? The parts of it that we can understand.
Yeah, the parts that we can understand, which is about 5 to 7%, depends on the day. And sometimes even then when I understand it, I don't. I read it and then I immediately erase it
We
from
can
my brain.
understand the English, but we cannot understand the meaning of the English.
Yeah, that happens sometimes too.
I can read the words, but I don't know what they mean.
Mm-hmm. 7TV makes
Philippines
chat 1,000
was-
times better.
So fun. I'm actually going back in a few months. I don't know exactly when, but I'm going back. Yeah.
You know, I might actually go to Vietnam.
I'm going to go to Vietnam as well at some point, like maybe this year.
Shout out to YouTube chat. Why was I banned on Twitch? Probably because you were really toxic. That's the only reason why you get banned on Twitch. Reconsider your life.
Don't
Arms
ask Twisted
tired,
Fate about
matching
it either.
suits, wear Fanker, and yeah, pinkies up. It's called putting on airs, apparently. Thought you were going to Ireland. Maybe someday, Gatoran.
Did you notice that I have an outline today? I'm a cartoon character.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I noticed. You never knew that we were outlined.
I guess I'm a comic book character, Valdez. Whoa. Does my other hand have that?
Kind of.
I want to grab.
It's more obvious when it's like
Whoa!
one finger.
Did you know that my hand is behind the? Where's the logo? I can't get it.
How far forward do we have to go to get it? Oh my god!
Oh, I see it over there. You can't reach. It's right there. You almost got it. Hold on. Just reach. a
My
little bit
arm
further.
isn't
It's like
that
right
long.
there.
My arm isn't long enough. What's this podcast? It's called C4.
It's very explosive. This podcast.
Yeah, it's very explosive. It's called Caster Chat Community Corner. Yeah. The glass cage is huge. Yeah, we're stuck. Shut down the show. They're gaining sentience. It's right there, Valdez. Just keep reaching. I don't know, guys. I might have to try after. It's just really far
just
away.
one more time. One more time. Try to grab it. Oh, it's like, dude, it's like
Oh,
right
it's like
there.
right
It's like
there.
right there.
Ah!
Oh, well, maybe next time.
Well, guys, we're going to have to stop comments. And thank you for watching the first series. We have 2 more series on the way, but we'll join you in about 30 minutes. So we'll see you then. Stop comment.